Welcome back, everybody, to Scions, episode 3. Who wants to recap us? Does anybody want to recap us? What happened last time? Anyone?
Sure. I'll do it.
Go for it.
All right. Last time on, we we went into the dining area and y'all ate some good food to varying degrees of spiciness to each of us. And shit. We met a few different students and shit around us in, if I'm remembering correctly, Morgan Darkwater, Theron Anvilbane, and Corvus Moonville, as well as two other students that we didn't really get the name of, in a like Crimson Tiefling girl and Halvelven girl that we never really got a name for, if I'm remembering correctly. And everything. So we all ate. Kagu threw bread rolls at people after stuffing them in his pants for like 5 minutes. And everything. We sat, we ate, we talked, and the headmistress then gave us the first challenge upon entering the academy, which was to uncover and solve a few riddles. We assembled our little our group, and we started trying to unravel the riddles, which led us to the gardens, in which we solved the first riddle by finding the peacock and the feather we needed. And then we solved the second riddle in Kagu jumping into a fountain and being correct and grabbing the potion, the vial we needed then. There was a third riddle given that we have not figured out just yet, and that is where we are as of now. If I'm remembering correctly, Josh, did I fuck up?
I believe you haven't gotten the third riddle yet. I believe that was the only thing. I believe we left off with Okasis. What were you saying, Okasis? What'd you say to Kagu? Right at the very end?
Said smart dwarf in his language.
Yeah.
Because he solved the second one pretty fast.
Yes.
And he said, back at you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we were confused.
And that is where we left off. So you are all standing outside in the gardens. This exchange has just happened between Okasis and Kagu. And Kagu is holding the vial of... Did I tell you guys what the vial was? I can't remember if I told you what it was.
I think it was just a vial liquid, and then we did a Arcana check on it, and it vanished.
Yeah,
That's
I
right.
have
Anything else.
vial poofed.
Vial poofed. Okay, so maybe it did disappear. Once this exchange happens, do you guys say anything else after that exchange between Kagu and Okasis, or is Okasis just kind of got this kind of funny look on his face, like, huh? All right, I'm gonna assume. I suppose not. All right.
Sorry, yeah, I'm trying to fix my AC. It's making a loud noise. So
I gotcha.
A little bit.
You're good, brother. Do what you gotta do. If there's something you want to say, just unmute and you can say it. Well, I didn't even hear your AC right there, so. It says, oh, sorry, the vial poofs, and you hear in a voice say, "Shaped by magic, not by shears, our crest in nature appears. Where scholars read beneath the trees, I rustle gently in the breeze. as you get the next clue of sorts.
The banners. Mhm.
Could be like a bench of some sort, somewhere you would sit, where you would read. Maybe.
Yeah, it could be.
Shaped by magic. No, maybe it's like instead of a bench, it's like. I'm not talking in character. Forget me.
I was just kind of talking too. I wasn't necessarily in character yet with it.
Escape room Paula activated.
Very much true.
No, it's fine. You don't have to necessarily talk in character. If you want to talk out of character, go for it. No, it doesn't matter.
Maybe it's like a tree or like
Yeah.
like a bush,
Yeah, are there any?
a hedge.
But it needs to be a magical bush shaped by magic.
Wait,
are there-
Yeah, well, I mean,
Right.
it does the thing itself
really
doesn't have to be
magic?
magical. It
Or
just
is
has
it
to
like-
be shaped. So like the gardeners could be like shaping it through magic.
It's a rock under a tree shaped by nature.
A
It
rock.
could just be what rock? Okay, it could just be like maybe nature is kind of magic too. I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of what I meant. Like if it was like a rock you sat on, but it was like shaped by nature, like weathering and stuff.
I
Can I do a
wrestled
perception
gently in
check
the
around to see if there's
Shaped
like
by magic, no, but here's our crest in nature. It appears.
Yeah, go ahead and roll
stars
nature.
where's my butt?
Izzy.
This one?
Izzy dropped.
The picture we see accurate, like
Uh,
or it's just an idea of the place.
it's kind of like an idea of the
Oh.
place.
Look at that, baby!
There's a natural
Yeah,
20.
I would've got it.
Remember, we are also recording this audio only, so remember to read out your rolls. Ezzy Trot rolled a nat 20 for a total of 24, as he is looking around the garden area. As you start to kind of spot some greenery, trees that have been... You notice that they're kind of oddly shaped into like... just like round oval shapes, tent kind of shapes, and sitting on the very top of one of these trees is a very, very, very tiny miniature of a in the shape of the Academy's crest. Up there, you see a how do you say the word? Topiary, like shaped, like very
topiary.
topiary. Yeah, that's it. In the shape of an Academy's crest, and it's kind of moving. And at first, you think it's swaying in the wind, but then it kind of turns and waves a branch at you.
Wow. Look up there. I'm just gonna point at it to everybody, show them what I see, and I wave back at it.
I wave too.
So, A
Waves.
branch waves back.
The topiary
So-
does, right?
There's a topiary, like think of it like a miniature tree, right? And it's been shaped into the Academy's crest, and it's very small and tiny, and it's kind of got like a branch, and it's kind of waving at you. It's very small actually. The fact that Aaron rolled a natural 20 really
I have
Kinda
good turtle
crushed
eyes.
it. Crushed
Then
it
I just
actually.
wave in the general direction he points at.
It's like no one else can see it. It's just me, like looking like.
I'm just okay. Gonna play his game.
But it's at the top of like another tree. Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's like sitting on top of like, so think of a tree, right? And it's kind of been shaped into almost like a box shape,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like it's been trimmed into a box shape, and it's kind of sitting on top of that.
Can I shake it off the tree?
You can
Like,
certainly
is
try.
it pretty high?
Yeah, it's high enough that one of you would have to come up with. You could try climbing. You could try shaking. You could try whatever.
How strong is Paula? Or Cresslin?
Paula, how strong are you? Oh,
Kreslin,
Kreslin,
what's your
Kreslin,
strength?
how strong?
You can ask her. Go
What?
get
what?
arm wrestler.
No, wait. Why are we arm wrestling? Just spontaneous arm wrestle or what?
Are you gonna ask Kreslin how strong she is?
Yeah. So Kagu goes up to Cresslin and just be like, "Hey, can you throw me up there?"
She's looking at the crest, and then she hears Kagu come up, and all of a sudden just ask her if she could throw him up there. And she looks at him and she's like, I don't think I can do that.
I'll help. I just grab Kagu and
I
tuck him.
have. Oh,
Ah!
Would that just be like
as-
a strength check?
as this happens, I was like, I would say, I could cast mage hand.
What?
All right,
That's a meeting.
we have a
Like, I'm just like-
sequence of events that are happening right now. We need to go one by one.
Am I flying through the air or not?
First question is, Kagu, do you resist in any way? I would assume
No.
not.
I'm gonna assume he catches me by surprise, and I'm just yelling in the air.
All right.
If he does throw me.
Ezzy, roll athletics.
Athletics. All right. It's right here. Ten.
The six?
All right.
I wish it was a 20. Dang.
All right. So you you pick up Kagu and launch him. Somewhat.
Do I bust my ass?
He goes flying right toward the tree. You're right on the mark with the target wise. Unfortunately, you don't get enough heft on him to get him up to where he needs to
How
go.
close am I? Like, can I like reach with my staff somehow? Or, like, bop it while in the air?
Let me think about that here. I don't know if you get enough height to do it. So, Kagu, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. As you're kind of approaching, probably like toward the bottom of this box-shaped tree, you can try to like, I'll leave it up to you. You can either try to grab onto the tree or try to land safely.
I'm gonna try to grab on.
All right, dexterity saving throw.
Normal, right?
Yes.
Hey.
Okay. So,
15?
for those of you wondering why I had him do a
24?
dexterity saving throw, that was just to see if he would take damage or not when he did this. So, Kagu is able to successfully grab onto the tree, and now you're hanging down below, like right under kind of like the box shape of the
Okay.
tree.
And what are we trying to reach?
The miniature like tree thing on top.
Can I climb the tree?
Yeah, you can climb. It'll be a. Was it climbing is athletics, right? I
Yeah.
believe.
God,
Go ahead and give me a athletics check, Kagu.
let it. Find it. There it is. Okay. 13,
16 total. Yeah, you're able to climb up to the top
Yeah.
of the tree and reach the miniature topiary.
16. Okay,
Topiary.
so, and I'm grabbing something, right? Can I grab this thing? that we're-
Yeah, you can grab it.
So I just grab the thing and yell down, "Good throw, Turtle Man!"
I'd give him like a fist, like in the air, like yes.
Okay. So what do we do with this thing?
All right. So this one, poofs in your. It like turns and like waves at you, and then it just poofs, and you hear another voice once again say, "I mirror not your face but heart. My hues will change as moods depart. Seek me where the elements meet, earth and water a rocky seat."
All right.
Is there like
Can I?
a beach? Does the academy like meet water, like a shoreline or anything like
Is there a waterfall? Any type
that?
of
Or that
pond? You know,
small
like
lake?
not a pond. Yeah, like more like a lake. Yes. Situation like an area with where multiple elements will meet. So we're looking for trees and everything. Is there like a little? Can we track an area to where like? What does this be? A nature check? Fucking.
So this one would be kind of obvious for the most part. There is no beach, but there is like the academy is situated in the mountains, right? And it's kind of built on top of this mountain, and there's other mountains around, and there is water. Like in terms of like when you asked earlier if the photo here represents it or is just a vague idea, this is actually pretty spot on if you look at the art here, where there is like kind of like a waterfall. Kind of draining down into like a lake that kind of leads over into the water fountain. Yeah, you wouldn't even need to roll to see that.
Okay. All right. Can I make my way over in like that kind of direction? And,
Yeah. Yeah. So you approach the lake area. And you can see it's not a super deep lake, right? It's kind of like you could get in it and sit in it and be okay and not like sink or anything. But there are like some rocks and things that kind of line the bottom of it.
All right. Can I?
They've kind of been smoothed over.
I'm trying to see if there's like elements me a rocky seat. So I feel like I'm looking for like a specific rock or some in the area and shit. So can I what would this be? Can I make a investigation check?
Yeah.
To kind of look around and see if I find something that's slightly out of place in the area.
You absolutely can. Go right ahead.
All right. And also, as he passes by, like Ezzy and Kagu and shit going to do this, he's like, Ezzy, good job spotting the objects. Kagu, good job not falling on your ass and hitting it. He's confused as to why he got thrown. He's like there was other options before that, so I don't really get why you did that. But good shit. Like he's like GG still, but I don't really get it.
Thank you.
And everything. And shit, and he'll pass by and all right, so let me go ahead. I'll guide myself as well. Let me call that out. Shit. And everything, so 20. All right. Oh, no, I did not find shit, y'all.
Well, go ahead and roll your guidance just in case.
All right.
Rolled a 3.
Yeah, did not find shit, y'all. I need help. All right, so that'll be 4. So that's 10 altogether.
All right, a 10.
Yep.
Yeah, you kind of don't see anything. Kind of. How are you investigating, Marcel? Like, what are you doing to investigate specifically?
He's checking like the he's checking like the soil around it, around the area, as well as like in the water and shit like that. He's looking for any inconsistencies within the area, depending on like, the erosion and how much of the water is falling down in the area and shit like that. He's like trying to find what's out of place here,
Okay.
and whatnot. So
I think with the
Yeah.
way you're investigating, Marcel, as you kind of wander around looking and get kind of like over near the waterfall, you couldn't quite see it clearly before, but you do now, of like where the water is falling down and kind of meets the ground. A little bit before that, above that, you see a stone chair that the water is kind of falling onto and crashing kind of over the edge of, kind of almost perfectly hidden within the waterfall. And that's what you find with your investigation.
me,
Yep.
okay. I'll go in the fucking like. I'll go touch the chair, sit in it. I don't know, like.
So sitting, as you
No,
kind
I'm
of
not gonna.
approach it,
I feel like sitting in it will make me fall, but I'm just like.
I got you. So as you approach the stone seat, you see it sitting in the middle of it like a flat like perfectly like a flat stone that looks at a glance looks to and appears to be like any other type of stone, except it's very, very smooth.
All right. He'll. Can I make like an Arcana check on it or something? Like,
Okay.
I don't know.
What are you reaching out with? Like, are you touching it? Are you kind of just using a magical set? Arcana is such a weird roll sometimes.
No,
Uh,
I'm touching it. It's kind of like I don't have any like magical thing to like be able to like grab it or anything. So it's like
I got you.
it's just for me. I guess if reasoning why for like Arcana and shit, he's looking for like if it has like any sort of like if it feels like it has any magical essence or some shit like that, like
Okay.
and trying to discern like what type or what if ever. So like yeah, but it might just be he grabs it and disappears like every other one. So
Okay.
it's like this roll might not do anything. But anyway,
Go ahead.
uh,
Give me a roll.
sure. I'll guide myself as well. So yeah, let's roll that. That's 18 plus guidance is 19. So I don't know what that is. 21.
21. Okay. So, Marcel, the moment you pick it up, what emotion are you feeling?
This moment, uh, he's having fun. He's excited. Like this is interesting and fun for him. So
Okay.
having a good time.
All right. So the moment you pick it up, it starts to glow. It glows like a very purple red color. As the stone picks up your excitement and mood, and then it poofs, and you hear another voice that says, "Silent pages hold no lore, but open me and secrets pour. In the library's quietest nook, listen closely to this book." I'll put it in the chat for you guys.
And then like that voice we all hear, right? It just kind of
Yep.
echoes through us.
Yeah.
Also, Josh, real quick, how?
Yeah.
I know we're in the gardens and shit. It's just us in the gardens and what.
Currently,
Currently,
yeah.
it's just us.
Yeah.
Can we still see like outside and shit, like towards the people and whatnot, towards like the rest of the school and shit?
Yeah, I mean, like, there will be people running by doors. Like, there's openings and windows and stuff that you can see. Like,
Yeah.
everybody's kind of scrambling around trying to get.
I just want to catch. I just want to catch a vibe for like everybody outside. Like, how much they still look like they scrambling around versus like staying in one singular area. Like, I'm kind of like he's just trying to.
You want to gauge the vibe, is what you want.
I want to gauge the vibe. I want to see if we're in the lead.
That's what you want. I got you. That's what I figured. Yeah, go ahead and give me a. Let's do a insight check. Do an insight check. We'll call it like a general insight into picking up the body language on people kind of like running around and stuff and trying to figure out if you're in the lead or not.
All right. Guidance on myself. 20. Okay. Shoo, that was not good. Not good at all. 9. Didn't even get double digits. Crazy.
Yeah, okay. It's not very hard to determine that you guys are most likely in the lead. Even with a 9, like just none of the students are even thinking about trying to hide. Oh my god, it's just kind of panic, you know? So it is pretty easy to determine even with a pretty low roll. You guys are miles ahead of everybody else at this point.
Great. All right. Why this no? Might have to leave out the rain and shit. And you said we could make from last time, Josh. You said that we could just, if we wanted to, we could just make a straight intelligence roll.
Yeah, if you want
So,
to,
like,
just to
Try
if
and,
you
like, figure it out.
yeah, if you're
Like,
like
just
having
straight up solve it. I mean,
yeah. If you're having like yeah, absolutely. I have no issue with that if you want to. Just because I know puzzles aren't necessarily for everybody and it can be kind of hard to decipher.
Sounds
Yes,
like we should leave the garden.
I would, as he makes his way back over, he'd be like, I would be inclined to agree with you, Nessie. Shit. How about everyone?
Does anyone know where the library is?
No.
Can I make another history check to try and find it?
Try and like recall the information, maybe.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely. Give me a history roll.
All right. I guide myself again. I need a soundbite of that. Just to make this quicker. Like, I just need a soundbite of that. I'm gonna keep doing it.
I just assume you're guided at all times.
Yeah.
Marcel just constantly gives him a pat on the shoulder.
You see him, he's constantly glowing for some reason. You can go ahead and do that.
All right. Jesus Christ. I'm rolling like shit today, y'all.
It's like, what'd you guys eat? You guys are glowing a lot.
Maybe you should pat your other shoulder.
Yeah, I might need to switch sides, y'all. So this is 10.
All right, 10 total.
Pretty well.
You can't determine an exact location, but you would assume that it's probably on one of the higher floors.
Yeah, I can't get a full read, so
Can I
yeah.
try?
So
Yeah, you can try. Go ahead.
History check, you said?
History to like recall the information at some point that you may have learned in the past. Yeah.
hey,
Goddamn. All right, Kreslin, you can recall the information, but I'm going to put you on the spot. Where in the past did you learn about the library of the Royal Academy?
Probably my parents.
Were they telling you stories about the Royal Academy? Did your parents attend the Royal Academy, Kreslin? Or, you don't have to say it out loud. You could just DM it to me if it's not something you're ready to reveal. Leave that up to you.
Oh, shit.
You... Okay.
I thought I was messaging you.
That's okay. I got the answer. I seen it. We are good. Okay, so the you recall, Kreslin, that there are multiple places where you could have a library in the Royal Academy. There are probably multiple here. And the academy has many floors, and the library you recall is on... here it is. It is on the second floor. In fact, you even recall the name of it. It is called the Xantharian Archives.
It's the library that we're looking for is on the second floor.
What?
Sounded kind of older for a young guy.
I know I got too old in that. I was reverting.
What?
I keep forgetting.
It's on the second floor.
She said something about 2 doors.
it's on the second floor.
Thank you.
Me?
Crescent roll
Ah.
a d20.
Oh,
Oh!
I won.
I think that's the first one.
I'm gonna DM you something.
No pun
okay.
intended.
I think it's easy for my hard of hearing turtle to be old. Like, oh no, I'm not hard of hearing right now.
It's like you
Um,
young.
Okay.
I'll just start walking towards the library, leaving everyone behind.
Marcel will follow you. Oh, all right. Yeah, just follow suit
Okay.
and shit.
You guys, I assume everybody's going?
I shall follow. Yes.
Yeah, as soon as I would have heard Kretzlin say that, I would have just started like making my way over already.
Yeah. So I was like, "Where's the library?" She said second floor, and then turned and walked. So
Okay.
I think I'd follow.
Everybody heads back into the room, the entrance hall. And it is pandemonium as students are running everywhere. You see some of the people that you saw in the Great Hall. You see the boy that was running, not running, that was that Kagu threw bread at. And you got your guys' sudden appearance in the Great Hall, or sorry, the entrance hall. He is kind of running toward you guys, but he didn't see you kind of run in. Kaylin, I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw as he's about to run right into you because just the sudden appearance of you has surprised him.
Okay, just a regular one.
Yep, just a dexterity saving throw. Okay, so
15.
15.
Kaylin, you and Corvus, you recall it, his name is Corvus. Where the hell is my... There it is. He's like running, and you are able to very adeptly do a quick spin, and you like kind of reach out and just gently push him, just a couple of inches to the right, enough to put his trajectory and a little bit off as he's running, and he's running a little bit abnormally fast than what you're used to, and he kind of he keeps running, but he kind of turns his head and says, sorry, I didn't mean to," and then he kind of disappears around a like a pillar into one of the other rooms on this floor.
Was it like full speed or like quicker than full speed?
Oh, he's quicker than what a human should be.
Got you.
Yes. We'll put it in those words. And you guys take off toward the staircase to the second floor, which I do not believe... I think I forgot to describe this, but you guys have seen it when you first came into the entrance hall. Let me know if I've said this again. And if you have heard it already, let me know. The staircase to floor 2. As one ascends from the grand entrance hall of the Emerald Citadel, they are immediately met with an astounding architectural marvel. The breathtakingly intricate central staircase that winds its way up to the second floor. This is no mere set of steps, but rather a masterwork stairway befitting the scholastic resplendence of the Academy itself. The first impression is one of simultaneously soaring yet seamless grace. 2 mirrored flights of broad marble stairs curve elegantly upward in opposing semicircular arcs. Their handrails formed from sinuously twisted carved branches that give the appearance of having been grown rather than crafted. The balustrades between each tread depict figure from myth and legend, their bodies intertwining with trunks of real petrified wood. As one's gaze travels upwards, the surrounding space opens into a breathtaking pyramidal void worthy of a grand cathedral, my bad. The vaulted ceiling soars dozens of feet overhead in concentric rings of delicately carved stonework. Each level is unique with exploratory friezes and symbolic architectural details that seem to shift in interpretation the higher one climbs. The true wonder, however, lies in the sprawling illustrative murals that swathe the walls in vivid polychrome glory. Epic scenes from the realm's mythology and history cover every surface in painstakingly rendered paintings brimming with minute details. Heroic triumphs, wondrous magic, and pivotal moments are brought to teeming life through the masterful artistry. Interspread between the murals are alcoves housing sculptures of profound philosophical or cultural significance, prompting contemplation and scholarly reflection with every upward step. Other niches contain peculiar glass vitrines exhibiting archaic artifacts, mystical relics, or natural philosophical curiosities. The ambient atmosphere within this transitional space is one of hushed reverence, assisted by gently filtered sunlight streaming in through stained glass windows high above. Each footfall seems to echo whispers of ancient knowledge and inspiration from the very walls surrounding the stairs. By the time you reach the intricately carved wooden doors to the top landing, students cannot help but feel transported, their minds open to ponder the depths of history and wisdom that await them on the second floor of this venerable institution. The grand staircase has set the approximately lofty, contemplative tone as the true transition between levels of enlightenment. As you guys enter the second floor, you find yourself standing in a fairly open room with many halls, one going north, south, east, and west. Kreslin, you recall.
Okay.
Sorry. I was giving
That's
a
exactly what I
dramatic
wanna
pause. You're good, brother. Kreslin, you recall that the Zephyrin Archive is to the west.
It starts heading there.
All right.
Do we know where west is?
Yes.
Okay.
You all have an internal compass. No, I'm kidding.
Do we know directions?
Where is the sun?
There are not many students on this floor. They haven't made it up here yet. Most of them seem to be searching the ground floor still. So you are way ahead of the game in terms of searching. You pass many rooms of closed doors until finally you reach these two big wooden doors, Kreslin, that you would know to be the entrance to the Xantharian Archives.
Are the doors open to the library?
They are currently shut.
I go to open the door.
All right. We're not in the garden anymore. We don't need the water. So, you recall the Xantharian Archives. This name is derived from the legendary archmage Xantharius Stormweaver, a master of elemental magic and one of the founders of the Royal Academy. Now, let me describe the library itself to you. The Xantharian Archives dominate a significant portion of the second floor. It is a vast chamber that seems to defy the physical constraints of the tower that houses it. As you enter, you're greeted by the sight of countless bookshelves stretching impossibly high, their tops disappearing into magically conjoined mist that swirls gently near the ceiling. The air is thick with the scent of old parchment and magical energy. Globes of softly glowing light float between the shelves, adjusting their brightness based on the needs of nearby readers. The central area of the archives features a grand statue of Archmage Xantharius Stormweaver himself, his stone robes perpetually bellowing in the winds as if caught in an eternal breeze. Scattered throughout the archives are what appear to be study nooks and reading areas, each protected by what you would know as a bubble of silence to allow for undisturbed concentration. Some of these areas are terrestrial, while others are actually floating platforms that can be summoned and dismissed with a wave of a student's wand, if you have a wand. The bookshelves themselves are a marvel of magical engineering. They rotate and shift at the library's command, bringing requested tomes directly to the inquiry desk. Some shelves would appear to be protected by powerful wards, restricting access to only the most advanced students or faculty members. Near the back of the archives stands the Whispering Wall, a circular chamber where the voices of long-dead mages can be heard reciting their greatest works. It is said that students often gather here to listen to the wisdom of ages past. A separate wing houses an extensive collection of magical scrolls and spellbooks. And this area is closely monitored by senior students, and it is protected by additional magical safeguards to prevent any accidental or intentional misuse of powerful spells. The heart of the archives is the Codex Infinitum, a massive, ever-changing book that records magical discoveries as they happen across the realm. Students and faculty alike often gather around it, watching in awe as new spells and theories materialize on its pages. The Xantharian archives are more than just a repository of knowledge. They are a living and breathing entity that forms the core of the Royal Academy. It is a place where the past and present of magical learning coexist, inspiring future generations of mages to push the boundaries of arcane understanding. Welcome to the Xantharian Archives. What would you guys like to do as you take in the big giant magical library?
Are there other students in here?
Currently, no. I wrote the description with the kind of like what it would be normally instead of what it is right at the moment. But no, there's nobody of particular note in here. The to expound on that, the Codex Infinitum is currently closed as well. You could see that in the which is a giant book kind of in the middle of this massive library.
How close is like the closest bubble?
How close is the closest bubble?
Yeah. Like, is it fairly close, or do I see one like further inside and I gotta walk a little while, or?
There's ones close and ones further in as well. Like there's some close as well. Yeah, they're kind of spread out throughout the library, and there's a lot of them because there's a lot of students.
Right. No. All right. Thinking on the riddle. Okay. So if they just hold no door. That would open new secret door in the library's quietest nook. Listen closely. Yep. To this book. Why just like? All right. So, what area would that be in this place?
SC wants to poke one of the bubbles.
You poking it with your finger or with the?
Yeah, just with my hand, just like a finger poking into it.
Okay.
Like curious if it like pops or if my hand goes into it or what happens.
All right. You poke your finger in it and then like a hand in it, and it doesn't pop or anything. It doesn't feel any different. You just kind of
Okay.
like it kind of. I don't want to say it absorbs you. It's just kind of like your hand just kind of goes through the bubble, but it doesn't pop.
I walk into it and then turn back and look at the rest, and this is weird. I say it to them while I'm inside the bubble.
Yes. Very interesting. I think I enter Marcel enters and kind of he's thinking about the riddle still, but he's also like, "This is crazy." It should. Think I am. Like, can we like just walk? I want to walk around the library for a bit.
Okay.
I'm trying to catch the vibe of the place. It's like since I haven't been here before, and I don't know anything really about it, or like I don't know any personal information about it. So it's like I'm trying to figure out where like the quietest nook could be a specific area or something like
I got you.
unknown to him. So like he's trying to like piece it together by like walking around and getting more of the lay of the land. You feel me?
Yeah, I got you.
Would I have to roll a new history check? Or would I be able to go off of the one previous?
We're trying to find the quietest nook.
The quietest nook, yeah, something like that.
I would say that you probably wouldn't know where the quietest nook is. That's probably going to require some investigating.
And also, as he passes by, he'll quietly say to Zillion, uh, "Thank you, like, thank you for getting us up over here. We appreciate you uh, helping out with your knowledge, uh, and everything. Because I had no idea where this was. uh, and he will, I guess, yeah, he'll investigate the room and try to figure out where the spot, if he can figure out where the spot is.
Okay. While you're doing that, what's everybody else doing? Kaylin, what are you currently doing in the library?
I'm trying to look around, so I want to see, or I would like to roll a perception check
Okay.
to see if, like, the riddle says quietest nook, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I want to see if there's like, if it means quietest by like not being as many things, if that makes sense. Like instead of
Okay.
being quiet, like as in a sound, it's quiet as in like there's not as many books or something like that.
I know exactly
know
what you
what I'm
mean. I pick
That's-
up exactly what
that-
you're saying.
So that's kind of what I want to do.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception.
15,
A
18, right?
18
Yeah,
total.
There it is.
Yeah. Your character sheet will automatically add your stats on there.
Yeah.
You are. So let's see. Most parts of the area of the library that you're looking around at is very busy, so to speak. Like there's a lot of like books, a lot of places. So you kind of are looking for a place that is not that as much.
Yeah. Like in comparison to everything around the room. Which,
Yeah.
just by looking at it, we're in a library. You can see that there's a bunch of books and things everywhere. But I'm just trying to see like if there's an area that has just less, like even if like slightly or whatever,
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, so with a 18.
18. Yeah.
Yeah, with an 18, you would be able to discern that there looks like to be an area that's less busy. Toward the back right of the room area, where there is another bubble, silence bubble in that area.
Okay. So as soon as I spot that, I would head over that way.
All right, so you're walking over there. Marcel, you are looking around the library. You're investigating. Go ahead and give me a investigation roll. And you guys notice that each time as you kind of walk around the room, as well, since it's so quiet in here, you feel like every time you take a step, you can hear every breath, every step, every jingle of your armor if you're wearing armor, or your robes, or anything that you would have on you from your change earlier. You know, your wardrobe got changed when you went into the hall there. Anything that you may have had in kind of like in your pockets, so to say, would still be in your pockets if they would just be like transferred over. So anything that you would have that would make noise, every step, every move you make is probably, you can hear it all in this room.
All right. I guide myself.
Yep.
All right. 14 plus 3 plus 1 is 21.
21. Total of 21. All right. Marcel, you kind of find kind of like the same kind of. You're picking up the same vibe that Kaylin is picking up on, which is this back right corner of the library.
Got you. Got you. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And while you guys are heading over there, what's everybody else doing? Kreslin, Ezzy, Kagu, Juan, if you're not still fighting your AC, that is. I don't want to call you out if you're doing something. And I know what Akasis is doing. What is everybody? What are you guys doing?
Should I roll something for it?
I'm gonna ask you for a roll in a minute.
I am inside a bubble.
You're
I don't know
inside
if
the
I-
bubble.
Yeah, I don't know if I notice anything different inside there or what it's like. Like
It
I'm just gonna
is.
keep pushing into it.
So as you fully engulf yourself into the bubble, it's a little disorienting at first as you kind of step in, and it even though the library was kind of quiet before, inside the bubble it is unsettlingly. I can't talk, guys. Unsettlingly so. Like it almost like disorients you as like you are cut off completely from any hissing sound that may have been going on in your ears. Any footsteps that you would make or anybody else would make around you is now gone. Any jingling on you is now gone. It is completely silent, except for your thoughts and possibly your heartbeat.
All right. SC ponders this for a second, but looks over at the others, maybe who aren't walking away yet or anything, and I just say to them like, "It is so quiet in here."
Did we even hear that?
That's what I'm curious on.
Now you don't hear shit.
Okay.
So they don't hear it. Do I even hear it?
You do hear it. You do hear it to
I
yourself.
hear it?
Yeah.
I hear it to myself, kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of muffled. It's kind of it's really odd.
I guess I'm just trying to play with it to see like, is it like a bubble and everything inside that makes noise? Does it just, I don't hear anything at all, no matter where it's coming from? Like, I'm just trying to figure out and play with it. So, all right. So they just look at me and they just see me just like moving and they don't hear anything.
Correct.
Gotcha.
I would say Crystalline is just roaming the different like aisles and just like reading the spines of the books. That's it.
Okay.
That's all she's doing.
As you kind of are like looking down the spines of the books, you find that they're kind of hard to read. They're almost like shifting. Like they almost have like a magical swirl on them.
Arcana check?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Ooh.
Total of 8. Well, they're definitely
I don't-
magical.
I don't read anything. I just look at the pretty colors.
Yeah, it kind of distracts you with the shifting, but you aren't able to make any of it out. Okay.
Oh my god. Can I go back to where SU was trying to tell us that he could hear him? Is that what you said?
So I went over to the bubble and I was like, "This is weird." And then I walked into it. And then I was like trying to talk to you guys and couldn't.
Well,
So you
I'm
might
like,
just see me in there, like looking at you guys, trying to be like, just my mouth moving and stuff.
so while I'm just watching him do that since he's stepping in the bubble, because I'm curious about the bubbles. So I'm just watch him go in there, and as he turns around and says, "What'd you say? Can you hear me or something?"
Like you stepped into the bubble.
No, you stepped. What'd you say when you went in there? Sorry,
Before I went in, I said, "This is weird." And then when I walked in, I turned back and I said, "It's so quiet in here."
Oh, okay.
But I don't think
So-
you guys heard that part.
So I was watching him do that, and when he turned to talk to us, I'm just like, "What?" start yelling, and then just step in there, and then yell it again, like right in his ear.
Oh, do I hear him yell what inside the bubble? What when he steps into it?
You hear him yell "what" inside the bubble, but it's very muffled. So it's like
Uh,
he's right next to your ear, like yelling, but it is brought down to such a level that it doesn't even like phase
Not
you.
like a whisper.
Yeah, almost.
Hmm. Interesting. So what are we searching for? Sorry, I was kind of occupied.
No, you're good. There is a. You guys currently have a riddle that says, "Silent pages hold no lore, but open me and secrets pour. In the library's quietest nook, listen closely to this book."
Why- Are we not in the silent? Would the silent thing not be the quietest?
well, you and I are inside one of the bubbles.
Oh, there's multiple. Hmm.
How many bubbles in total are there?
There are quite a few bubbles. They're spread all around the room.
Mine is there any way that I could like just look around to see if I find anything? Kind of like wait, what is it?
Yeah, I'm fine with that, Josh.
Okay. Sorry, there are secret roles happening, my friends, in the background.
I
Here.
heard a roll.
Like, I'll go to where Aaron is.
Okay, so what were you? Sorry, Kagu. What were you doing right before this just happened? You
And
watched.
so the bubble has books in it, correct?
No, the bubble does not have books in it.
So what is this place?
Think of it like
Like a privacy room or something?
not exactly a privacy room, but it's got like seating and like there's tables, but there's not like none of the particular bookcases are inside the bubble.
Okay.
And then
Oh.
you guys see as you're standing there, Okasa steps into the bubble holding a book.
And
And
once I'm inside, I'll take a look at the cover.
Okay. The the cover is a fawn that looks particularly jacked, holding a woman, a human woman in a very skimpy looking outfit. And the title is called The Search for Love in the Realm of Fae. Yeah, so that's what the cover looks like.
So
You know?
I guess it goes in the direction of Tusk of Love or whatever it's called in the second campaign of Critical Role.
Sure.
Okay. Well, yeah, I tried. I
Do
didn't expect it to work, but
okay. Do you open it?
yeah, of course.
All right.
I want to just skim through it to see if it's actually related to the title.
You flip
So-
through the page. Yep. Sorry. Go ahead.
I say it's Essie, Kagu, and how do you say your name? Okasis?
Yes.
And we're all in a bubble, and he has this book.
Yep.
Okay.
He
Sorry, go ahead.
opened. He opens the book, and you guys probably see the cover of this thing. And you open it up, and it's like a book that it's like a bunch of like different like one word sentences like mortal heart tread carefully in the lands of eternal beauty, and a phage promises binding, but their interpretation is fluid, and true love in fairy is as rare as falsehood in the mortal realm, and it just seems to be a book of like talking about love and romance in the Fey realm. You know, in the Court of Thorns, even kisses can draw blood. It's a little starts to get a little spicy after a while.
I look at Ocastis and say, "Did you find the clue?"
Well, I found something. I'm not sure if it's a clue to anything. Thought it would be something different. I'm not sure if it will help us in a way, though.
As they're sitting there talking about the book, I'm like kicked back
Wait.
on one of the chairs eating bread.
Question: we can talk inside the bubble, right? It's
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay,
You can talk in the
okay.
bubble.
I was just.
It just
I
sounds
didn't pay
kind of
attention.
muffled. He said.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess especially if
Yeah.
we just yell at each other.
Yeah. All right.
I just flip through the book, and if there's nothing that interests me or like stands out for some reason, then I'll close it and watch what the others are doing.
All right. So while this is all happening, we're gonna cut back over to Kaylin and Marcel as you both make your ways to the bubble in the back right corner of the room. You find yourself standing outside that bubble. You've both discerned that this might be what could be thought of as the quietest, air quotes, nook in the room. What do you guys do?
The book itself?
No, not book. Quietest nook.
Wait, so I'm confused. The
He-
bubble
he's-
we're in?
Not where you guys are, where they are. It's
where y'all
Kaylin
are.
and Marcel, where they're
Yeah,
at
we're in
right
a
now.
different area.
Yeah, you guys
Oh.
are what you guys are doing is happening simultaneously as what these guys are doing. So y'all are over there and they're over here. Kaylin and Marcel, what are you guys up to?
Okay.
All right, I guess as we like converge on the area.
So the bubble is just a thing that you like enter. It's not like I'm just trying to visualize like how the bubble what the bubble
Yeah.
is and what it's like.
Like you can tell it's a bubble there, but it's a thing that you can walk through, yeah.
Okay.
So I will just walk into it and then see if there's anything that we need for the riddle there.
All right. Marcel, what do you do as Kaylin steps into the bubble? Do you go into the bubble as well, or are you kind of staying outside, or what are you doing?
He enters the bubble. Is there any specific like changes, ripples? Does the area kind of change in any way and shit like that?
All sound kind of cuts off. Marcel and Kaylin, give me a perception roll.
Okay.
Perception
Perception, and I will.
10.
I'll guide myself. So perception. Me trying to check what that is. Right. Great. This will be great. That
9 and a
is
10.
Alright, not bad.
plus 4. 10. We both got 10.
Okay.
Hey, 10 and 10, baby. Let's go.
So a couple of seconds pass with almost nothing, and then while you're in the bubble, you think you hear something whispering to you. And it says, "In silence, the loudest secrets are heard." And give me another perception roll.
Both of us?
Both of you, yeah.
Okay.
As you hear this whisper.
I would
Another
guide-
10.
Guide myself again. Jeez.
Oh shit. Nice.
Thank you. God. That was almost a so 21.
All right. Marcel, you're able to determine the direction of the sound of the whisper as you see a book over on the bookcase that looks just a tiny bit different than the others.
All right, I'll go. Uh, I'll go over to it. And I'll grab it. I'll also tell uh Kaylin as well. I'll be like, think I see something looks out of place over here.
Would I be able to determine, Josh? Like, I assume Marcel's saying this to me. Well,
Mhm.
not
Yeah,
assume.
I'm saying this
I
directly.
know he's saying okay. I know he's saying this to me, but as he does that, I would be looking in that direction. Now, would I be able to see what he's seeing, or is it because he got the role right? Only he can see it.
Oh, you can see it. You like
Yeah,
Okay.
once he
like, I'm
points it
pointing
out,
it out.
it becomes
Like,
obvious.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
shit,
cool.
so
Yeah.
I go over and grab it.
Yeah. Okay.
Well done, Marcel.
Marcel, you have found the Whispering Book. And it whispers to you, well done. As it poofs
Hey,
out
that's what I said.
yeah, it echoes you. It poofs out of existence.
I didn't know about this. I swear.
It
Good time.
poofs out of existence, and you all hear a voice, even if you're in a silence bubble right now. Not north or south do I point to, but that which your heart holds true. Near the statue of the founder wise, I'll guide you to your secret prize.
So we're about to finish this. I'll put the book back.
So we all hear that, yeah.
Yep, it's in chat. So by this point, you will all have probably reconvened together.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm like, what are we waiting for? We know where to go. Let's go finish this.
I walk out of the bubble,
Yeah.
still talking loudly. Good
It's
job
like,
on the clue.
Thank
The
you.
library is
I-
suddenly filled with screaming.
Kagu just looks at him like, "Can you quiet down?" And then just keep walking towards the rest of the group.
All right. Seems we have a direction to go. I head towards the founding statue. Was that in front of the school, Josh? Like the founding statue, or is it like in a place in the school that like we haven't passed yet? Like, have we seen the statue already as we've been running around today?
Well, you will recall that one of the founders of the school is the academy. The library is named after them,
Right.
and there was, in fact, a statue of them
Okay.
in this library.
All right.
This
So
is information you would already know.
right. So it's right there. It's
Yep.
right.
So wait a minute. There's multiple statues of.
No. Well, I mean, throughout the academy, there are multiple founders, but in this room, one of the founders has a statue in this library.
Okay.
Yeah. So just to do due diligence, we
Yep.
might as well go to the one that's 2
Yeah.
feet away from us.
Yeah. I was just confirming that there was multiple like
Yeah,
founders and
no,
statues.
I
Yeah,
got
there are.
for sure. I was thinking the same shit. Oh,
Yeah.
No, yeah.
All
I
right.
got you.
Yeah. Let's go to the one over here then.
You guys approach the statue of Zephyrus Stormweaver, the master of elemental magic, and one of the founders of the Royal Academy. His hand is outstretched, and in his hand you see what would appear to be a compass.
How high up is the hand?
Oh, it's within grasp. Like you could get up there. You wouldn't have to climb or anything. Like the statue is fairly, I mean, it's a little bit bigger than a normal person, obviously, because it's a statue, but it's still not.
Can I reach it?
I mean, you might have to jump, but yeah. It wouldn't be anything dangerous, is what I'm trying to say.
Can I like get on my tippy toes and like try to see which way the compass is pointing?
Sure, you can hop up there and kind of pull yourself up and over. And as you look at the compass, it's just kind of spinning. The needle inside is kind of spinning around and around and around.
Okay. Like
Huh?
I just look back at the group and be like, "This is a funky compass, guys. It's spinning in circles."
Well, the riddle did say, not north or south do I point to, that which your heart holds true. So where is that which the heart holds true?
Near the statue of the.
It must be west.
Why?
Does your
'Cause it's
heart
not north
hold
or
west,
south.
Bessie? Yeah, but there's east
Then
also.
can can we grab the compass?
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, it's just sitting there. Well, just like,
Yeah,
I'm just saying. I'm not.
while he's
Why-
still peeking at it,
I'm
I'll just
sitting there.
reach over his head and grab it.
Yeah. So Kaylin reaches over you and picks up the compass. Kaylin, you don't have to say this out loud, but what does your heart most desire at this moment?
Oh boy. I feel like I should have been ready for that, but I'm not ready for that.
Gotta put you on the spot, to be fair.
No, yeah. Is it something? So, is it something that like I hear in my head, or is it just like I know that this is what the riddle is, so I have to like?
You would know what the you would discern that you probably need to. The compass is going to point to what you most desire, and you can change. You are a human being. What do you most desire at this moment? You know what I mean? Like, or
Yeah.
I say human being, a being with desires in this world.
Yeah, I got you.
I like to think it points at the romance in the Fey Realm book, but that's headcanon because I think it'd be funny.
It could point to the rolls in Juan's pants.
The bread, yeah.
Hey, yo, leave my rolls alone.
Definitely not going there. That's for sure.
nowhere near that.
Yeah.
So who has the compass right now?
I have it.
Kaylin has it. And it's just kind of like it's kind of pointing off in different directions every few seconds as Kaylin is trying to figure out his conflicting desires.
Conflicted. Yeah. Um, while it's spinning and doing all that, he's feeling conflicted and he doesn't know in that moment. So he knows that we need somebody more like sure of themselves of what they want in this moment. So
Can I just snatch it from him?
No, because I just drop it.
Oh, well, while you drop it, I kind of like you forget that since you like kind of like grabbed over my head. I was still sort of near you, so it kind of like
So
fell
you
on
grab
me.
it like before it
Yeah.
falls or something.
Yeah, so I just grabbed it.
Okay.
And what do I answer the same question?
There is no question. There is just like what I'm
Oh,
asking you.
what-
I mean, I'm
do you
asking
want?
you.
What is my
What
okay.
did you want? What is your most desire right now?
Right now, my most desire is a good fight, a battle. I yearn for battle.
The compass points to the stairs.
I just start walking towards the stairs. I don't even say anything to anybody. I just like kind of look down at the compass and just start walking towards where it's
Kagu,
pointing me.
where are you going?
He's
The
Do you
compass
say
following
is
that
this
out
way.
loud, or do you say it internally?
Well, wait, who says that?
No, she's
You said
asking
that
if
to me, right?
you said your desire was to a fight, right?
Yeah.
So I think she's asking if you said that out loud or not.
And it's not me. It's not Crystalline asking. It's like it's
I
you
said it
asking.
internally.
Okay.
So nobody knew what I was doing.
So we don't know shit. We just see him
Yeah.
Yeah,
walking.
you see him
away.
start walking
So
away.
so I immediately ask a question of
Well-
like, where are you going?
I just turn around and say, I'm following this thing. And
I just
walk.
I just shrug to the group and just
Insight
follow him.
check.
Yeah.
Oh,
There we go.
I want the logic. Here's my logic for some shit. Before I make this, before I ask you to do this role that I want to do, the thing said what is it? But that which your heart holds true near the statue of Founder Wise, I'll guide you to your secret path. I want to make I don't know, like an intelligence check or some shit to see if I could like discern from this that the compass takes you where you want to go, and or like to what you want to like most want to do in the moment, right?
Yeah,
That
you wouldn't
shit.
even have to roll that, Bigfoot. Like
Okay.
you would just know that. Like you guys have figured out kind of that riddle.
Okay. Then can I make what was this be? Can I make why would this be sleight of hand to grab the compass out of his hands? Because I'm like everything he showed to me today shows that this is not
Hey,
going
nah.
in a direction I want it to
Can I
go.
roll a strength check so I could hold on to it pretty hard?
Oh Lord, it has
Still roll
begun.
my insight check.
The power struggle.
The compass did lead to a fight.
It did.
The
I was
compass
like-
suddenly starts spinning.
I was like,
Okay.
no way.
All right. First of all, Kreslin, roll your insight check. What are you trying to discern with this insight check?
He said that the compass is leading him this way, but I also know what the riddle prior to getting here was.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just trying to like decipher like is it really like is the prize over there, or is it what his heart I don't know. I'm just the way he said it just makes me sus of him.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an insight check.
Can y'all hear my AC when I talk, by the way? It's
16.
making the loudest noise ever.
No, I don't hear it at all.
I don't hear anything, Juan.
Alright.
16.
Really annoying.
With your insight check, you discern that he is indeed following the compass to his heart's desire.
That's it?
Do we trust his heart's
Lovely.
desire?
As he says, I guess it works for him, and starts following.
I mean, it
Yes,
says
I see.
secret
Follow
prize,
me.
so like whatever your heart's desire is, there is a prize at the end. So
To your secret prize, so it would just
Is everybody
be
just sitting
directed
there while
towards
I walk?
him.
No, dude,
mean,
I'm already
I'll
following
follow.
you.
You're
Yeah,
following me?
I'll
We're all
follow you as well.
following.
I feel
I'm-
We're
like
trying to take it, right?
Marcel feels like
Are you still trying to snatch it from me?
he sees everybody just following you, and he's like, "This is gonna end poorly."
Nah, I
But-
wanna roll the strength check.
But-
Everything so far was for the group. Like one found
Yeah.
it,
Exactly,
and we all heard
but-
it. So wherever this leads us, I mean, it's a group thing. I
I'm
would
being
imagine.
cautious, but I follow. I'm like,
I'll follow just of curiosity.
If he sees the entire group follow, then he's like, "This is a good." Like he'll just be like, "This isn't gonna end well."
I like the way
But-
Marcel had his hand out, fixing to make a move.
Yes, he was gonna make this move. Like you could fully see that he like behind Kagu, he was like about to snatch this bitch out of his hand and shit. And then everybody was like, let's see where it goes. And then he's like, fine,
All right.
fuck it.
All right. I'm going to put you guys in a little bit of a cutscene here for a minute. That way we can get to where we're going. We follow Kagu down the stairs as Kagu keeps following the compass pointing to another room or another door on the bottom floor that leads out into a yard of sorts that I will now read to you the description of.
Yeah.
Now, guys, bear in mind I wrote this with the thought of you would get here later, but you're here now, so be prepared for like some inconsistencies.
120.
Welcome to the Training Grounds, also known as the Crucible. The training grounds of the Emerald Citadel are renowned as some of the most grueling and unforgiving facilities for forging the minds and bodies of aspiring heroes. So punishing are the regimes that students have bestowed the grim moniker upon these hallowed grounds. The Crucible. Nestled within the towering curtain walls, the Crucible occupies a vast sun-baked yard, surrounded on all sides by notched archery towers and flanking battlements. The hard-packed earth has been elementally scorched and blasted into an uneven, treacherous surface strewn with craggy rock formations that serve as unforgiving obstacles. At one end looms an embattled gauntlet course, a dizzying array of swinging logs, climbing nets, noxious smoke pits, and grease-slicked walls lined with iron spikes that must be overcome with speed and dexterity. Overhead, thick chains and rope bridges dangle from crenellated towers, forcing students to navigate these precarious pathways while pelted with projectiles from the rookie ballistae teams. The central yard itself is divided into a series of sparring rings, enclosed by high stone bankers. Here, instructors drill students mercilessly in armed and unarmed combat, pushing them to their physical and mental limits through drills, requiring extraordinary endurance, focus, and creativity to overcome the escalating challenges. At any given time, the rings resound with a thunderous clash and clattering of dulled blades and staves as mock battles play out. Nearby, students would be practicing accuracy and precision by hurling every manner of ranged weapon from javelins to throwing axes at multi-distanced moving targets manipulated by dizzying pulley systems. The insistent thundering twangs of bowstrings would join the dean and his budding archers launch wave after wave of arrows through obscuring foam, smoke, and dangling obstructions. And overseeing it all from the high ramparts are drill masters and weapon instructors bellowing out a constant barrage of critique and derision through brass amplifiers, pushing the students to defy their mortal limitations. The punishing heat and acrid smell of exertion hang in the thick air, allowing no reprieve from the Crucible's searing trials. From within these grounds, the realm's future champions are subjected to an unrelenting gauntlet to burn away physical, mental, and spiritual weakness. The Crucible spares no quarter. Only the most tenacious and determined will ultimately emerge stilled and tempered into heroic might. Welcome to the Crucible. Now, obviously, there's nobody really out here. It's just you guys. But when I wrote the description, the idea was you come here later. But here we are. The compass, Kagu, points you over in the direction of some training dummies.
Okay.
Essie looks at Kagu and says, "Is this where the prize is?"
I'm kind of like just looking around at everything, and I'm like, kind of like just like excited of seeing like all this training stuff because that's what I'm used to, just like training all the time. And I kind of just look at the dummy and take a swing at it with my staff.
Okay. Roll an attack.
Attack. Yeah. Attack. What is that? Wait, like any attack, or is there like an attack thing?
Didn't you attack with your staff?
Yeah,
You should have a staff attack, right?
I don't see one.
Let me look at you, Kagu. Inventory. Quarterstaff. I see quarterstaff in your inventory.
Oh, do I just go click on my inventory?
You can do it from your inventory. You should be able to do it from your battle UI.
That's where I'm
Um,
at.
Let me look at your battle UI. Do, 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 do. Oh, it doesn't have it on here. I see. Let me see if I can put it on here for you.
Oh, I see it right here. But how
There
do
you
I-
go. Just click attack in the chat menu there.
That. Hiya!
A 15? A 15... I think hits. Yeah, 15 hits. Roll damage.
Damage. How do I do that?
Click where it says damage right below attack.
Oh.
7 damage.
7. Let's go.
All right. You do... So you take a swing at this thing. And... whack it with your staff. At which point, all the training dummies turn and look at you as
Oh,
they
no.
become animated. We're gonna have a fight.
Before we start, I do want to be clear. Marcel does immediately be like, I knew it.
Excellent. All right, we haven't had a fight in forever. Let's do this. Roll initiative, guys. You can do it in the. If you look in the upper right corner there and click on the double swords, that will be the encounter. I believe that should roll. If you click on your dice roll in there.
Ooh.
Wait, could you repeat that, Josh?
If you click on the double swords in the upper right corner and click on your dice
Oh, up and right.
in there.
Just to be clear, we have our weapons.
Yeah, you have your weapons.
Okay.
No.
Sorry, I interrupted.
Oh, you're good.
Oh.
Triple
Somebody else.
eights is crazy.
I had an 8 too, by the way.
How do
I
I?
had an 8 also.
Damn, all of it? That's wild.
All of us except
Fucking.
Essie, yeah, it's a
Essie got
fucking
higher.
Aaron.
Yeah. This is a group thing.
Oh god, I'm right next to him.
No shit. That's the
Wait, but
person who went up to
does-
them and hit them.
Does that first one have missing health though?
Yes.
Or does that... Okay.
Yeah, it does. I minused it off. Paula, did you need help with something? I know we haven't had a fight yet.
No, it's all good. Is there a way to pop out the initiative list?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right click on it. The swords at the top.
Oh,
Thank
that's
you.
neat.
Yeah, that does that for just about everything, I believe.
Okay.
Daniel, are you there?
Yep.
Can you roll initiative for me, bub?
Oh no. Oh, what am I meant to do?
You can do it from the double swords, Daniel. In the right next to the chat messages one before your actors one. All you gotta do is click the little dice in there.
Normal roll.
Yes.
Fuck.
All right, guys. Battle music's gonna start playing. You might need to adjust your audio down, so just be prepared.
Yes, sir.
Well, it should start. There it goes.
Oh, that's a fitting song name.
Yep. Essie, you're up first. What do you do?
Okay,
Also, if you guys want
Okay.
that battle UI, you can turn it on with the double swords over on the left side of the screen.
Trying to see what weapons I have and where they're at here.
If you want to open your character sheet super quick, you can double click on your token.
Ah. Sweet. Okay.
Oh, I figured out how to do it, Juan. Hang on, let me add it on here. You guys have weapon sets. So if you see them right above your portrait, if you're using the action HUD, there's these empty boxes, right? You can drag your weapons into those boxes, and it'll add things onto your combat
Oh,
UI. Like, holy shit, that was loud.
Shit, that got louder.
That just reset.
Oh well, I didn't hear anything until that. So
Sorry,
Awesome. Okay.
that scared the
So-
fuck out of me.
Where'd you say I drag it to?
I've already drawn through yours in there, Aaron. So there are. Do you have the Argon UI on?
I don't
Click
know which one that is.
the purple double swords on the left side of the screen. Do you have that on?
Oh, yeah, I have that on. Oh, hey,
So-
there they are. Okay, I didn't
Yeah.
turn it off and on it, I think.
I got you. So you can drag You can drag weapons into there. Oops, I drug yours off. I'm sorry about that. And you can put them in there, and it'll add a action on there for you. Okay.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, I'm in range, so I guess I can move up
Yep.
next to Kagu. I suppose I'll pull out. I have my staff. And I'm gonna pull out what kind of looks like a sword and attach them together to make a glaive. And I'm going to attack. I guess the dummy with the health already taken out of him.
Okay, that's the one right in front of Kagu.
Yeah, the one that he attacked already, and I'll attack him with my glaive.
What you move, your little
Do I-
token?
Yeah, you need to move
I
your
move
token
it?
first. Yes, you move your
I
token.
move it.
Is it not working?
Do I just click it and then click where I want to go?
Yeah,
Or
you click it. You click and drag. You click and drag.
No, that doesn't work either. Maybe I'm on the wrong thing. Yeah, that's fine. Right there.
Let me see. You should have control over it. Everybody, check your tokens and make sure you can move it.
I can click it.
Make sure you're set to the select tokens button at the very top on the left side, and their token controls.
I am, but I cannot.
All right, we
Yeah,
have
Yeah, I
Maybe-
can't either.
Maybe it's
one
not our
second.
turn, maybe.
Yeah, but Aaron should be able to move his.
Yeah, if I just drag from the token, nothing happens. And it has a little box around it. Paula's doing it.
Apologies do something.
I see you guys pinging.
Yeah.
That's all it does whenever we try to drag.
Oh,
Trying to do something else I should do. Select targets. Select tokens. Yeah, it says I should be able to drag, but I don't know what I'm
all
doing
right.
wrong.
Let me see here. Bigger ownership. I'm gonna set that to default, and I'm gonna change it again. Aaron is owner. Save changes. Try to move now, Aaron.
All right.
Maybe you might need to refresh.
Yeah, try
Maybe.
try that.
I'll do that.
Or refresh the page.
Yeah, sometimes it can be weirds. Weirds.
Weirds. All right, and I use select token, right? And click on me.
Yes.
Is that the right one? No, it doesn't seem to. Maybe is it because I already moved? Maybe.
Hang on, let's Let me go through all of initiative.
Maybe I'm messing
Now
it up.
try. Do I have a setting somewhere?
I don't know. I can
Alright, give me-
attack and then we can see if it's working for someone else. Maybe I'm just messing it up.
All right, let's try. Go ahead and try an attack. Let's get through this, and then I'll figure it out.
I think I select this target and then I click this.
Yep, and then hit attack. Well, that's a hit.
Oh,
Rolled a 16 and then I roll damage.
Yes, roll damage.
Oh.
Yeah, the dice. Okay.
So I got 6 damage.
Cool. All right,
damage.
I applied the damage, and that is your turn. It is now Kaylin's turn.
I still can't move my character, but I will attack.
Where are we missing the move? We're missing move somewhere.
Does it still works the same way where I just click on the one I want to attack and then attack?
Yes. Well, if you're using the UI, it'll ask you to pick a target.
Okay.
Are you moving into melee? Or are you
No.
shooting from where you are?
I'm gonna shoot from where I'm at. I just
Okay.
was just saying that I couldn't move still.
I got you. That's why I was asking it. Like, I could move you if you wanted to move.
I'm blasting.
Wow.
Wow.
All right. That definitely hits.
Oh god. Wait.
Damn, 10 damage.
Max damage too. Crazy.
Oh, you blast that thing.
Get out of here, dummy.
All right. Anything else you want to do?
I would like to move, but I still can't. I
Yeah,
can't do it.
point me to where you want to move, and I can do that.
Do you see where I'm?
I do see that.
moving this to?
Yes.
Okay, so I want to move like right here. Thank you.
I don't know why you guys can't move.
Yeah, I don't know, but anyway, yeah, that's my turn, I guess.
Oh, sorry. I did put that there. I don't know what that is. Can you get rid of that, Josh?
What'd you do?
This thing? You don't see that?
I
On
see
the
you
left
set
side.
to ruler. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, does the audio on the songs change in every song? Because I keep have to putting it down.
If you
Uh,
adjust the playlist volume, then it does not.
Yeah, do the playlist one at the top.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I can get rid of that one. That's not a big deal.
Yeah, there's one right on top of me too. I don't know
Yep.
if you can get rid of that one.
I got it.
All right. Cool.
All right. All right. It is one of the dummies' turns. Which dummy is it? Is this dummy? The dummy is going to move up one step because the dummies are animated and can move.
Flanking me.
And it is going to attack Kaylin because this is the one that Kaylin attacked. Does the 14 hit you, Kaylin?
14 does barely. Yeah.
All right, then he's gonna roll damage. He hits you with a slam for 5 damage. I'll apply that damage to you,
Cool.
and that is the dummy's turn. Kreslin, you're up.
Oh. Bear with me. I haven't played a character that has spells like this, so give me.
Take your time. Take your time.
Uh.
Because I'm trying to figure out why you guys can't move still.
It says the game is paused. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, try to move now, somebody.
Yes, it works.
Oh,
Yep,
okay,
it
that's what
works.
it was. Okay, that's my bad. I didn't realize that made it so you couldn't move.
Yep, works for me now.
What is this thing over here? Close my.
Where you pointing? Where you at?
The skull.
Right here?
No.
Oh no.
Not here.
Wait, I don't see anything. All I see is
Oh.
gray and black. Do I need to refresh? Is there a picture
Yeah.
on the screen?
Oh, I can
Hey,
move.
we,
now.
we have a
Right.
whole little map here.
Yeah,
dude.
you're seeing a whole map, mama guy.
Oh,
All right,
Never
all I
Chris.
see
mind.
is gray and black.
No, refresh.
Hang
I
on,
can
it,
move.
it might be his vision settings are fucked up.
Alright, I think I'm going to move back up here. And I'm going to cast
No, it's still the same.
poison spray on this one.
I don't see anything.
1 second, Juan. I'm working on it. All right, you're doing poison spray on this one up here.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and do that for me. It needs to make a Constitution saving throw. Okay, I can do that.
There's a bird. Fails.
Oh, it fails. Roll your damage, Kreslin. Damn. Okay.
And how do I see what my bonus actions are underneath the sheet? Is it underneath features? Feats?
Your toggle thing should have your bonus actions, right? The middle.
I'm not using that. That thing. I have the actual character sheet.
I don't know if you have any bonus actions, do you?
Mm.
I do not.
Okay, then it's fine. That
Oh no, I do.
Ha-
Oh, no, I do not.
is this like a stepping stone? And the
Yeah, you
thing
can
I'm
like
near?
you can like step up on it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna step on. Oh nope, that's not it. Yep, I'm just gonna move up here.
Hey Juan, can you stream for a second so I can see what you see? Oh yeah, you should refresh one.
I already did. I'll refresh again.
Yeah, refresh again. That's broken. Do you have hardware acceleration on too?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, that might be it.
Oh, Kreslin.
Huh?
When you did your poison spray earlier, you splashed it with poison, but it didn't appear to take any damage from it.
Oh. Oh no.
It would appear to be immune.
I'm stressed.
No, it's still the same thing. And it's laggy as fuck now.
Yeah, you need to
She's-
have it on.
She's gonna stutter out. It's immune to poison.
All right, Kreslin stutters out. It's immune to poison. Is that your turn, Kreslin?
Yes.
Ocasas, it is your turn.
I'm gonna move over here.
Alrighty.
Which one looks the weakest? Well, the one with most damage.
The one that looks most hurt, most damage would be this guy right here.
All right, and I'll I don't know how I target.
It's an eagle.
this. There we go. And then I'll shoot some fireball at it.
All right, go for it.
Left. Did I do it? No.
Click
I'm clicking it.
click attack in the chat.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, it puts it in chat, and then it's gonna. That's where you got to roll it from, or you can roll it from that. Boom! Did definitely. Oh, that's it. That was damage.
No, that was
It was an
attack.
attack. No. Okay, now roll damage. My bad. All right. It takes damage. It's looking really rough. Really rough.
All right, that's it.
Okay. Kagu, it is your turn.
Okay. Still can't see the map, so I don't know what's surrounding me.
Yeah, so there's a guy here, 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 and here.
I can see the people. That's
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna. Saying I got to turn down a little bit more. Okay. I'm gonna hit. Kind of like do a quick little spin and then like hit this one right here.
Okay.
With, my quarterstaff. How do I do that?
Just click attack in the chat when you.
Oh, shit. Attack.
Question:
Damn.
Yes.
What are they made of? Are
Uh,
they?
They're
wood?
kind of they're wood, but they're also kind of magical.
And then
Okay.
damage. Bam.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Can you guys see where it has a little shield and says 11 next to it? Under the attack?
No.
Okay, only I can see that, I guess.
6 damage.
You knock him down and kill it.
Nice. And then what? Like it's like a simultaneous movement when I spin and hit him with the quarterstaff. I'm like holding it with my left hand. As soon as I knock him down, in my right hand, I'm holding a dart, and I shoot it at. This is my bonus action, by the way.
Yep,
I shoot it at this guy right here.
up there. I got you.
12
A 12 hits.
damage. 4.
4 damage. Nice. You shoot off a dart at it. Wait, did it take damage? It should have took damage.
Did I not have it?
I think it took damage.
Targeted.
No. It. Oh, that might be what it is. Hang on. I can do it manually. Don't worry. Boom. There we go.
Oh.
All right.
Cool. And I believe, can I move afterwards or no?
I think you can move. Yeah.
Are we able to tell like how damaged they are?
Yeah. This one's pretty hurt. And these here look pretty fresh. But just know, Kagu, if you move out of their reach, they will get opportunity attacks against you.
Okay. So is this like this guy? Oh, I'm close to this guy. So I'm just gonna stay. With
So reach would be considered anything that's within attacking range of you, right? So your token's next to this guy's token, so technically he would get a reaction and could attack you, and so would
Yeah.
the one up top.
Okay. So I'll just I'll just. Can I shove somebody? Oh shit. Can I shove this guy? Just
I
for
don't-
shits and giggles? Or am I not be able to?
No, you'd have to do an attack action to shove.
Oh, okay, so I'm done then.
I got you. Okay. You're dead. It is this dummy's turn. This dummy sees Ezzy in front of him, so he's going to take a whack with Slam. Let me go ahead and make a roll here. 21 to hit you. Hope I need to
Yeah, that hits.
Keelan. And let me roll damage. For 3, I believe these guys do bludgeoning damage. Or sorry, 4 bludgeoning damage.
What do I do to take that? Is it just off my sheet?
I took it for you.
Okay. Okay, I see. Cool. Thank you.
Yep. I have most of it automated for simplicity's sake. That also
Shit.
goes for when you guys heal each other. So if you click off in the chat, occasionally when somebody heals you, it'll be like heal. It will heal your character.
Can we
as long
like
as you...
banter with each other while we're fighting?
You can do whatever you want.
Like as I see Aaron take that hit, I kind of let out a little laugh of like, use your shell.
Marcel, it's your turn.
All right. What do I want to do? All right. I've had some time, so I'll think about it. It'd be like, oh, I mean, give me 1 second. I got to turn down this music.
Yeah.
It just turned back up for me.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry
All right,
about
so
that, guys. Maybe it'll get
we can
adjusted
have it. You
eventually.
good? You good? Look at everything that's happening. Everything you'll decide. You'll be like, all right, we're doing this. I guess let's start with, and he'll like, from a pouch that he had like on his waist and shit, take out a little, like a little vial he has, sprinkle a drop of like water out of it into his hands, and as it comes into his hands, it's filled with like an irradiating, like glowing light, light of like golden red energy, and I'll cast bless on me, SC, and me, SC, and Kaylin.
Okay.
So that'll be, Jesus Christ, it keeps going back up. So that'll be, so Essie and Kaylin, you get a D4 to attack rolls and saving throws.
Bigfoot, if you cast it in the chat
Nice.
for me, I can apply it on them.
Yeah, got you. Give me 1 second. I'm about
And
to
it
cast
and it will automatically give it to you.
All right, bet. So first level cast.
I think if you
All right, did it come up, or
No,
it says it did on my paper?
I did not see it.
oh sorry.
In my spell sheet, it says I don't have the spell slot, but
That's
let
not
me
true.
see.
Let me look here.
That's weird. All right, let me try to go from right here. Try to cast spell. Bless. All right, let's go here.
I'll give you your best spell slot back, by the way.
All right, so 1, 2. That's 1. Oh, fuck me. I'm trying to cast it. All right.
Oh, I see.
But it won't let me, like, I keep selecting people, and then it won't let me select 2 others.
I think it's because you have a dummy targeted right now. Do you have a
What?
dummy targeted?
No?
I see a red dot over this dummy right here. Is that you targeting it?
No. I don't. It shouldn't be. It's weird.
Can you right click on the dummy and click the little swirly icon? What am I seeing here? What is going on?
Who the fuck is that?
There's a bunch
So-
of dots on that thing. Wait, who's red? Yeah, that's you. You're red, right? You have a red.
No, Phenom's red.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm seeing.
What the hell's the color is Bigfoot then?
Let me do this. Oh, not
Yeah.
doing this.
Alright.
You
I
go
don't
ahead,
even see my color.
because I can't.
You know, you're like a pinkish for me.
Oh, I don't even see you having bless. Bigfoot
Yeah,
on your
you
character
said he
sheet.
used it, right? You said
Yeah,
he
but
used
I
it
don't
and
see
went
it on
away.
his character sheet at all for some reason.
Oh,
So let me
It's in my
let
spell
me
sheet.
yeah, I see it here. Let me do this. Cast spell. Hang on. You were gonna do it on Kaylin
Kaylin and Essie.
and
Yeah.
Essie
And myself, obviously.
and yourself. You know what? It might be broken here. Hang on one second.
Also, can you give me back one of my spell slots? Because I definitely did not use 2
Yeah,
spells.
yeah. I gave them to you. Let me stop the music because that seems to be an issue for everybody right now.
if you turn down the playlist volume instead of like the actual song volume, it seems to
That's
stay.
the master volume.
Prepared. Bless. Cast. Why is bless not working? Fuck. Why is this happening right now? All right. Guys, till I can fix this, just remember you have a D4 as bless,
Yeah.
and I will put a marker on you guys somewhere.
All right. So I'll do that with my action. And then I will. Shit. I will. I'm just gonna chill out where I am.
Okay.
But no, I'll move forward a little bit, I guess.
Okay.
I'll use my movement, move forward like 5 feet forward, and yeah, I'll chill out. So that'll be my turn.
I gotcha. All right. It is this dummy's turn. Also, I'm sorry that the combat is being a little funky right now, guys. I tested everything and it
you're good.
worked fine before, so. This dummy is going to attack probably Essie because he's the closest.
Okay.
To it with a slam attack normal. Does an 11 hit you? It does not, does it?
It does not.
All right, so it
So-
misses. That's its turn, and it is now your turn, Ezzy.
Can I when it swings a slam at me, can I turn my body to let it bounce off my shell, and then look over at Kagu and like, is that
Yeah.
better?
I just go, ha ha.
All right, and then I'm gonna say I'm gonna give him more than my shell, and I'm going to rage.
A raging turtle? What the?
Mm-hmm. And the first one that's right in front of me, because the other one is down, right? The one that's in front of Kagu.
Yes.
So I'm going to attack this one here with my glaive. Shoot. And then do this.
A 14 hits.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
All right. And then that counts any of my raging stuff, right?
Yes, you can advantage +2
don't know
melee.
if
Let
it
me
does
let me
any
make sure it
counts.
counts your damage in there. I don't think it put your damage in for the extra damage for rage, but I might put it in there manually. Boom.
Okay.
So how much damage you doing total? 15?
15. Yep,
All right.
I believe.
So I hit it for 15 damage then.
Yep, you hit it pretty hard. It's looking pretty messed up as you kind of whack it.
I don't know if this. Hang on. to say? No, I think yeah. Okay, I'm done then with that. I'll just stay where I am.
Okay. Hey, Bigfoot,
Oh,
Yep,
do you have a hunter's mark on you?
I do have the spell. Yes.
Are you actually using it though?
At the moment, no. I don't
Okay.
know why that's there.
All right, that's why I'm like confused. Maybe that might be why I wouldn't let you bless earlier.
Okay.
Oh, but divine health is on all the time.
Josh, does this happen automatically? Do you know? Is that how that works?
What does it do again?
It just says while raging the first creature you hit. I think it just happens, right? So if I understand this right, then it will give him disadvantage if he attacks anyone but me.
Yes.
Okay. So when I hit this dummy, some spectral figures of like 4 other turtles appear around this dummy. But yeah, so the first creature I hit, until the start of my next turn, the target has disadvantage on any attack rolls that are not against me. And when the target hits a creature other than me, that creature has resistance to damage dealt by the attack.
Wait, so it's a negative effect for us?
For the dummy.
For the dummy.
So if he doesn't attack me, he has disadvantage if he attacks like you. And if he does hit you, you're resistant to the damage, I believe is how it reads.
Oh, okay. I for some reason
Here,
I
let me
thought it
can I
attack.
click this? And I can do that, right?
It should go to chat, but some things seem to be broken at the moment, so it might go in there.
To show up? Yeah, there it goes.
I see it. I think that should do it. I put the effect on it.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, it should. I hope. Don't let me forget if it comes up that thing's turn again and it does that. Okay.
That's fine.
Gotcha. Now, 1 second, guys. All right. I was still trying to
Oh,
figure
also-
out Bigfoot's bliss, but that's not working. Okay.
While Essie was attacking, this I think was the one that hit him. I want Essie to be yelling out like, "Think you can hit me and get away with it?" And when he swings the big one, I want him to be a little angry with it.
Okay. Gotcha.
Well, he is raging, so
Yeah.
kind of.
All right. Kaylin, it is your turn. And you are blessed.
What does bless do?
Let's
Because Aaron had it
do.
too, right?
I
It's
get
a
a.
w-
It adds a D4 to attacks and saving rolls.
Let's see.
Oh,
Nice. Well, that's cool.
Oh, that's a miss, my friend. All right. You're moving out of its reach. It will get an attack of opportunity if you do.
Yeah, I already moved.
All right. So he's going to take a slam at you with his reaction. You move out of the way. Let's see. 18 hits you, right, Caitlin?
Yes, it does.
All right. And you take 4 damage, which I can apply to you. And that is your turn.
Yeah.
It is the dummy's turn. Which dummy? That dummy. Okay. That dummy is going to take a step and
Did I
attack
take
you.
your reaction on him?
No, because he's not out of reach. He's still within your reach.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. That's how it works. It has to be like completely out of your reach. That's why you can build some things with big pole arms and still get reach because they have extra 5-foot attack range, and it can be
Is it-
lowered. Cool.
Is it out of reach of me?
Do you have a weapon with reach?
I have a glaive with reach, yeah.
And he was standing here and moved. Yeah, he's within reach of you, I do believe. I think you can hit him.
Sweet. All right.
I'm gonna roll that you can.
Do I have to do this every time? Am I doing it wrong?
No, you're doing it right. Just roll
Okay.
attack. That hits. Roll damage. Ooh, you kill it as it moves out of your reach. Oh, I hit the wrong. What? It is dead.
I've got you, Kalen. I'm getting old again. Dang, I gotta stop.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard for me to do like a young voice, and I don't want to just do my own voice.
Sorry.
I poked the dummy as it falls, and then just turn over to Essie and give him a thumbs up.
So it doesn't move. It in fact dies right as it moves. So it's technically right there. Kreslin, it's your turn.
Okay. Um. Let's see. Okay, cool. I'm going to stay where I am, and I'm going to cast. I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray on this one, and this one.
Oh, the living ones.
Yeah,
Okay, those two down there. Gotcha.
hold on, I close my sheet. Cast.
Now, if you don't like the Argon Battlehead guys, once you select your own token, there's another little UI at the top, right under where the maps are, that you can use that as well if you want to cast spells and stuff. If that makes it easier.
Oh, wait, I have to roll for attack. Wait, why didn't it?
At first, it shows it, and then I think for me, it shows me to attack and then do damage when I click it in the chat.
I had that for before, but it's not showing that for me.
Yeah, I think there's something going on with spells right now.
So, what would you like me to do?
No, you can still cast it. I will just have to manually do it. You can hurl them as one item for each ray. Make a ranged spell attack for each ray. All right, so Paula, go ahead and
Yes.
roll a d20.
Oh, sorry.
Ooh.
Well,
That might hit.
I just do it.
But
Natural
is that
20.
for one or is that for all three? It can't be all for all three.
no, I think it's for
What's word dead?
One.
for each ray. So that's for one ray.
Yeah.
Okay.
So roll 4d6 damage. So type that'll be your crit.
1, 2, 3, 46. That's it, right? No.
Yep.
Oh, that's
17.
good.
Damn.
That's a lot of
You
damage.
you totally obliterate this one up here,
Classic Paula.
and you still have 2 more rays to blast. So start
Another
blasting.
D20.
Yep,
They're dead. They're dead.
that hits. Go
13
ahead
hit?
and roll your next. Go ahead and roll another d20.
Oh damn.
Because they're both gonna probably hit. Sometimes you gotta go a little old. Oh my god!
I knew it was gonna happen.
Wow.
I told y'all they were dead. They were over. This
right,
is
roll-
always what happens.
Roll 66. 2 for the first hit, and then oh my god.
What the hell was that?
She
I
is
thought you
the
said
most
66,
dangerous
not-
one of
Oh,
us.
sorry.
It's 6.
No, that's you got it. You got it
Oh.
right.
It's 4 for the critical and 2 for the other
For
one.
the, yep, exactly right. It's still alive, barely.
wow.
It's a brave soul. It's
Still,
a
dude.
brave
God
soul.
damn.
That one hadn't been attacked at all, so it was at full HP, I believe.
Yeah.
Cresseline, she shoots the fire, the scorching rays, and then she watches it like obliterate and just turn into ash, and then she basically just crouches onto the ground, and her head goes into her hands.
Essie's standing there, and these fire rays just shoot past on each side of him. And he just watches this happen and turns back and goes, "Great shot, Kreslin."
Okay.
Okay.
Can I, as she shoots that, I'm like grab a piece of bread and try to roast it as the fireball goes by.
Roast
Do I just
Phil has the
hear the
bread.
sizzling?
and then I just take a bite
I
and
hate this.
just watch as they burn.
This bread has been in his pants for the last hour and a half that we've been running around this place.
He
trying to find
toasted
this
it though.
bread.
A
Yeah,
little
I
less
just
soggy
toasted
now,
it, dude.
You know?
Nasty. Nasty.
I'm having a great time.
You
Yeah.
shoot all. Is that all of the darts at it?
No, that's 1.
1 dart. Gotcha.
So I can just do the other 2 as well.
It
Wait, your
dies.
spells actually go through. That's crazy.
Some do and some don't. Some of them have animations and some don't. Congratulations, you guys cleared combat. Woo! I've got to figure out why blast isn't working correctly.
Yeah.
I just like do one of those little like getting what is it, like dust off your hands, those little maneuvers, and then tap Essie on his shell. I'm like, I didn't know you could rage like that.
Essie pulls apart the 2 parts of his glaive to get back his quarterstaff and puts away the blade part and looks at Kagu and says, "It's sometimes not pretty."
Yeah, I noticed. What was those figures that showed up?
Oh, those are my ancestors.
Interesting. And then I have a piece of bread, and you want a bite
I
of the toasted bread,
I put out my hand
and I just hand it to you.
and I eat the bread.
So nasty. This is so nasty.
I reach into my pouch that I have and I pull out a raw fish and offer it to Kagu. Do you want some?
I just not to be rude, I grab it and just hold it in my hand. I'm like, thank you.
All right. And then I look around. Where is the prize?
As you examine the scorching and battered remains of the dummies, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 glowing moonstones amongst the ruins of the dummies.
Oh, yeah, they're really here. Okay.
Well, you're like, I didn't actually expect things from this, but
Wait, is this something we can see?
I reach out and grab them and start passing them out, I suppose, to everybody.
I'll take one.
Here you go.
Thank you.
And make my way over to Marcel. For you.
Thank you.
And Kagu.
Are these like stones?
They're kind of like
Aelin.
Sound like
they're not exactly stones. They're kind of carved into like a moon-shaped charm. Like think of like something you put on your keychain.
okay. So they're like gems, kind of like a gem. Stone?
Yeah, kind of.
Also, Marcelo
Here,
X,
Kreslin.
let go of Bless.
What
Well
what
done.
is this?
Pretty. Surprise? I don't know.
What is this, DM?
It is the Moonstone charm that you guys were sent to
Yeah.
get with the from the Emerald Scavenger Hunt. You have completed the Scavenger Hunt,
Nice.
and
So,
from like everything that's happened is that you guys have completed ahead of everybody else, like by a mile. So well done.
is there any say while we're doing this, do like other students show up or anything and just watch it?
No, there's nobody around.
We are ahead.
You are very
I
ahead.
was about to start boasting. Okay.
We can't even flex on folk because there ain't no folk to flex on yet. Like,
Well, that put bless on you.
Oh, that's cool. I
okay,
see the
what
effect.
is working now?
It's I'm gonna have to figure this out, to be honest with you.
Got you.
You should be able to do it when you cast the spell from your character sheet, but for some reason it was not doing it.
Weird, but no,
Yeah, it's something. It's probably something on my end that I'm meant to work on. Sorry about that. I have so many
You good.
plates spinning. Anyhow,
Yeah, I got it.
we can worry about that later. But yeah, you guys have completed the scavenger hunt, and as you're kind of all standing there, kind of milling about as you kind of are like examining your charms, you hear footsteps approaching from the academy. And as you kind of look up and over, you see headmistress Tola Zadanya making her way toward you, and she's kind of like puts her hands together as she kind of approaches you and says, well done. You've done amazing, ahead of anybody else. Truly amazing. Well done.
Do you want this rock? I hand the moonstone up towards her.
She kind of clasps her hand around yours and says, no, dear. You hold on to that till tonight, where we will have a special ceremony with it, honoring you completing the scavenger hunt.
Oh. I put it into my pouch.
I'm sorry about the dummies.
Oh, it's no matter. And she waves her hand, and the dummies start to reconfigure themselves, except for those that were obliterated by your scorching ray. At which point, a little broom kind of magically appears and sweeps away the ashes that remain.
So do the ones that aren't completely destroyed kind of like stand up, right? Is that
They
really?
kind of reassemble themselves, yeah.
As that's happening, I'm kind of like whoa and get into a battle stance and just hold my staff there, kind of like
As he
battle.
draws his quarterstaff and looks.
I just, I say thank you. I'm just like, thank you very much, mistress, for your kind words. Everything. Maybe just, enjoying ourselves and trying to figure out the riddles. Thanks for making an enjoyable scavenger hunt for us.
Question.
Yes.
Is the compass still there?
Who had it? I forgot who had
Kagu.
it.
Kagu
Kagu had it. That's right. Kagu, what'd you do with the compass when the fight started?
It's in my pocket with rocks
Okay.
and bread.
And bread.
All right. But it still feels like it's in your pocket.
Kagu's pockets are basically a bag of holding, but pocket.
Pretty much.
He needs some pants to hold in.
He got parachute pants from the 80s.
Yes, that's immediately what I was thinking of.
I would go over to him and ask him if he can show me the compass once more.
So I'm like in a battle stance. Are you gonna like touch me,
Well-
or how are you gonna get my attention?
Well, yeah. Well, maybe not touch, but I would at least
said,
walk
I-
next to you, like on your side, not in front of you.
Okay. I kind of like swing my my staff around, but with like no force. So it kind of like just bonks him. And then do you like tell me to see it? Is that what you said?
No, I'm asking you if you could show me
Ah.
it.
I'm like, sure. I start trying to search through my pockets. I'm kind of like, no, that's not it. Then I finally, here it is. And then I just show it to you.
He still has it. I would like to see where it's pointing at.
It's just spinning.
Okay.
It's not pointing any direction.
Well, that's interesting. Thank you. And I'll walk away, or a few steps. I'll leave you to your, I don't know,
Well,
imaginary combat.
I'm just chilling now since I know there's no combat, so I'm just.
Oh, okay.
I
I just,
kind of like I tap on SC. You were in the combat stance, right? Too.
I drew out my quarterstaff and was waiting there to see what was happening.
I kind of just give you like one of those taps on your shoulder, just to like, hey, we're good. And there. Sorry for cutting you off, Daniel.
Essie takes his quarterstaff and taps you on the shoulder.
Okay. Just chilling now.
you go, this is what your heart desired, huh?
Definitely. I mean, who doesn't want any training or combat?
It
Me?
all led us
Oh,
to a
yeah.
prize.
Now, Cresslin, you say that, but did you see what you did to those dummies?
I wish I didn't.
I thought it was fantastic. Also, thank you for the roasted bread.
I
It was
mean,
delicious.
you prevented damage from us, so that's a good thing.
Yep, I agree. It was a lot of teamwork going on here. I hope it continues this way.
Everyone seems to be extremely skilled. Yeah.
I agree, but SC needs to use his shell more often.
Ooh, did you see that? It was pretty cool.
Yeah, you took that uh pretty well.
I suppose we should look at who was it that showed up? What was their name? It wasn't the headmistress, was it?
Yes,
I
it
think
was.
Oh, it was her. Oh,
Sorry
shoot.
about-
Yeah.
If she's still standing there, which I suppose she is.
She is. She's just kind of watching you guys, smiling, very proud.
So now what?
Well, now you have time to do whatever you like until tonight. It's totally up to you.
should we
Feel free to
take a
explore the
rest?
grounds or whatever you want to do.
We need to take like a short rest or something.
I mean, I didn't take any damage. You do whatever the fuck you need to do.
I
I'm
didn't
good.
either, but we did spells, right? We
The
need,
spells won't well, at least for me, they don't recover on like the short rest and shit. So like, I'm
Okay.
chilling.
Well, I'm good too. I was just asking for everybody else.
Why not? So, Mhm. Mm. I am really curious about the grounds. I think think. Yeah, I think I'll take a walk for perusing the grounds. If anyone would care to join me, I'd be happy for the company. Uh, but I think that's what I'll do for until it's time for the ceremony.
Okay. While he's doing that, I kind of go back to the dummies. They're not gonna come back to life, are they?
No, they're just
I
kind of
just
sitting there in like a mood.
okay. I just start like kind of like training some more, just hitting them.
Yeah, a few moves here and there.
Yeah.
I got you.
Anything else?
I'm gonna go back to the garden.
All right, you're going back to the garden.
I'll go back to the library.
Sorry, I'm fiddling with some spell stuff to see if I can figure out why shit is whack sometimes, but I'll worry about it.
I want to look at the headmistress and say, is the food still there?
She kind of chuckles and says, "If there's something you would like, you can certainly go get it." Yes.
Oh. Alright. I go and swing at the other dummy that stood up. That's not the one Kagu's attacking for a little bit.
All right. Kreslin, you went back to the gardens. Who? So Kagu and Ezzy.
Essie?
Sorry, my brain it wants to say Eltra. It's so fucking bad,
know.
dude. Like I'm like
keep
that's not
falling
right.
in-
That's
I
the
keep
wrong
politely
one.
falling into his voice, so I understand.
Okasis, where were you going again? Sorry.
The library.
The library.
Yeah. Same vision as before. Like, just
Yeah, I got you.
look around.
Yep. Just to give you like the heads up, you're not gonna find what you're looking for at the moment. Without a,
Figure it.
I'm just
but-
I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
Kaylin and Marcel, what are you guys doing?
Like I said, he's just going like through like the grounds and shit. Like basically, she was like, "Yeah, y'all can just look around campus if you want," and it's like, "Yeah, and none of us been here before, so like I kind of just want to like walk around and peruse and shit. Head back to like he'll probably like touch base in like some of the areas other people like the gardens and the library and shit because it's like we were there and like looking for shit, so like he didn't actually get to like just chill out and enjoy like the vibes.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
he'd want to like go back through them and shit, but uh and everything. But yeah, he's just he's checking out campus and whatnot.
Yeah. So you're all kind of going your own ways for a little bit of a split here. As you all are kind of wander back into the academy to disperse to the areas you want to go to, there's not like a palpable there is a little bit of sadness kind of going around as you guys have beaten everybody else. It wasn't exactly necessarily a race, but and the prize really isn't much of a prize. You're just gonna kind of get shouted out toward the end of the night in the gardens during an event, but still, everybody kind of wanting to prove themselves. The vibes are a little down at the moment, except for you guys, where the vibes are on an all-time high, as you really quite easily thrashed the other students in the scavenger hunt that has happened. So yeah, so like there are other students around. The grounds are somewhat open to explore, if that is something you want to do for now. And then when you guys are ready, we can fast forward to the end of the night. So I leave it totally up to you on what you all want to do now. Kreslin, what would you be doing in the gardens at the moment, if there is anything you'd like to do there?
I'm just sitting in seclusion, just listening to nature. Say nothing too serious.
Okay. All right. I already know what Ocastus is doing in the library, so he's just kind of chilling.
Yep.
There.
Looking what's there.
Uh,
Yeah. Taking it in.
yeah. Nothing's really changed other than there's now probably some students that are kind of like, oh man, if only we'd known, as they've kind of coming up to solving the scavenger hunt, even though they were well and far behind. Now they're kind of just like, oh, this is what that meant, and kind of meant to come up here and look around. Kagu and Essie, you guys are still training unless you want to go do something else. Did you want to grab food or something? Yep.
Is
ahead.
Essie still next to me at this point or no?
That's up
Yeah, I
to
was
Aaron.
battling on the dummy, working up an appetite so I could go back and eat.
So we're next to each other. Can I just take a swing at Essie with my staff? Just to see if he uses his shell.
I'm not gonna say no. It's totally up to you guys. Go
I'm
ahead
gonna
and.
swing at him. I'm gonna swing at him.
All
with my
right,
quarterstaff.
roll an attack.
Fuck. It's not working.
Yeah, we're not in combat mode anymore.
So how do I do it then?
You can probably roll it from your character sheet. Double click on your
Yeah, I'm on it right now. Where do I?
and go to items, the inventory rather, and then click on the staff. All right, and then just hit attack in the chat. Sorry.
Oh God, I'm sorry. 10, 15.
All right. I want to also use danger sense. If this would count.
What does danger
It says
sense do?
you have an advantage on dex saving throws against effects that you can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated. Would that work here?
You're not gonna need to make a dex saving throw, but if you want to use it for flavor, certainly you sure can. I don't care. But does a 15 hit you first of all?
No, it does not.
It does not hit. You miss.
So I take the swing, and I'm assuming. What do you do?
And then how, Essie, do you react to that?
You go a little high, and Essie pulls his head down into his shell, and you just like right across the top where my head would have been.
So
and I slowly bring it back out, and I go, gotta be faster than that.
You'd be like, man, I love being a turtle.
I'm kind of like with my eyes wide open. I'm like, well, why didn't you do that in the fight?
Sometimes I get distracted.
I think we should do more training together. This is a lot of fun.
Sounds good. But first, I'm hungry.
Okay. You go ahead and do that. I'll stay here.
I'm gonna make my way back towards the food.
As he walks away, I grab that fish that he handed me and kind of like bury it.
You bury it on the training ground.
Yeah, I bury it and then just keep swinging at the dummy.
Okay. Daniel, what's Kalen up to right now?
He's wondering how high this place goes up.
Oh, now that's a question right there.
I assume I'm still at the training grounds.
Yeah, well, you can be wherever you want to be.
Left.
Yeah.
And I'm just like trying to find like the highest point of like this whole the whole school, right? Like I assume there's like a point at the top somewhere where you can kind of like overlook the surrounding area.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of where I want to go. I just want to go up to the highest point of the building and just overlook the surrounding like just land and just see everything around,
Okay. You're going to try to do that from outside or from inside the building?
No, I would just. I'm not trying to Assassin's Creed. I'm just.
I know. I'm just curious. I'm like, is Daniel going to climb
No,
this bitch? Like,
no. I would like walk inside and just go and find where it is. Like,
okay, so then I'm gonna have to read some things to you.
Okay.
So you go back to the staircase to the second floor, and you go up to the second floor, and you find the staircase to the third floor, which I'm gonna read to you. So Staircase to floor 3. The transition between floors in the Emerald Citadel is as magnificent as the rest of the academy. As you approach the staircase to the 3rd floor, you're greeted by an architectural marvel that seems to defy conventional design. The staircase spirals upwards in a gentle helix, its steps crafted from a translucent crystalline material that seems to glow from within. Each step subtly shifts colors as you ascend, creating a mesmerizing rainbow effect that flows upwards. The material is cool to the touch and emits a soft chime when stepped upon, creating a harmonious melody as you climb. The central column around which the staircase winds is a massive pillar of what appears to be living wood. Carved into its surface are intricate scenes depicting the history of magic and the academy. These carvings seem to move and shift as you pass them, telling their stories in fluid, magical relief. Floating orbs of soft light drift lazily around the staircase, providing illumination and occasionally coalescing to form guiding arrows or helpful symbols in the event that you were lost. The banister is a continuous piece of enchanted metal that morphs its shape slightly to provide the most comfortable grip for each individual user. As you ascend, you notice the walls surrounding the staircase are adorned with portraits of distinguished alumni and faculty. Unlike typical magical portraits that merely move, these seem to exist in 3 dimensions. The figures within able to step forward and offer words of encouragement or wisdom to passing students. And near the top, the staircase passes through a shimmering indiscrepant field of energy. This would appear to be a protective ward that gently cleanses those who pass through of any malign magical influences they might have inadvertently picked up on in their studies. Finally, as you reach the 3rd floor landing, you're greeted by a grand archway. Its keystone bears a symbol of the academy, which glows with a warm light, welcoming students to the next level of their magical education. The staircase is more than just a means of vertical transit. It is a transitional space that prepares students mentally and magically for the advanced studies that await them on the upper floors of the Emerald Citadel. As you... Let me see. Yeah, okay. You step onto the 3rd floor, Kaylin, and you're immediately hit by this like large archway that leads onto the 3rd floor, and you just feel immediately hit by like this raw elemental energy emanating from one of the nearby rooms. It is just this very elemental energy. It's not hostile or anything. You can just feel the power of this room kind of hit you. And then you see like, you can see where the next staircase up is as well. And there's other rooms as well. If you want to explore anything on the 3rd floor, let me know.
I see that the energy or power is calling over to me, so I will want to go check that out.
Okay. Yeah, so you push open the doors, and it's not an empty room, but there's no people, is what I'm trying to say. And into a vast circular room that is divided into 4 distinct quadrants. Each is dedicated to one of the primary elements: fire, water, earth, and air. The fire quadrant blazes with eternal flames, contained within shimmering magical barriers. Here is where students would practice pyromancy and learn to bend flames to their will. You see salamanders, elemental creatures of fire, occasionally darting between flickering infernos. In stark contrast, the water quadrant is a serene oasis. A cascading waterfall flows from an unseen source, feeding into a deep, crystal clear pool. Floating platforms would allow students to stand above the water as they practice hydrokinesis and commune with water spirits. The earth quadrant is a mix of rocky outcroppings and lush vegetation. The ground shifts and changes at will, apparently, providing an ever-changing landscape for geomancy practice. Small earthquakes and spontaneous crystal formations are a common occurrence there. And lastly, the air quadrant is a swirling vortex of winds and mists. Students would learn to navigate invisible currents, manipulate weather on a small scale, and even achieve brief moments of flight. At the center, where all four quadrants meet, stands a raised dais. Here, the most advanced students and instructors would demonstrate the delicate art of elemental balance and fusion, creating spectacular displays of multi-elemental magic. The domed ceiling above reflects the elemental chaos below, constantly shifting between depictions of stormy skies, starry nights, molten landscapes, and deep ocean scenes. The chamber serves as both a practical training ground and a humbling reminder of the raw power of the elements, teaching students both mastery and respect for the fundamental forces of nature. This is the Chamber of Elemental Mastery.
Oh damn.
So yeah, that's what's in that room.
Okay. Well, I see all of that, and I'm like, not right now.
That's kind of a lot. All right. Are you gonna try to find the next stairway
Yeah,
up?
and I just find the stairway from earlier, and I keep going up till I reach
Okay.
to the top.
Stairway to floor 4. Man, I'm so glad I built this out. Uh, as you approach the stairway to the 4th floor, you notice the air becoming increasingly hazy, as if a fine mist is obscuring your vision. The entrance to the stairwell is concealed behind a shimmering curtain of shadows that seem to shift and dance, making it difficult to discern its exact location. Upon messing around a little bit and fiddling to try to find the entrance and stepping through, you enter a spiraling staircase unlike any other in the Emerald Citadel. The steps themselves are nearly invisible, crafted from a transparent smoky quartz that becomes solid only when weight is applied. Each step momentarily reveals intricate patterns of runes before fading back to transparency as you move on. The walls of the stairwell are lined with mirrors, but these are no ordinary reflective surfaces. They show constantly shifting images, sometimes your own reflections, sometimes shadowy figures moving in unseen rooms, and occasionally glimpses of hidden parts of the academy that you've never seen. As you ascend, you notice the very nature of sound changes. Your footsteps become muffled, and whispers seem to echo from unseen sources, carrying fragments of secretive conversations and coded messages. The air grows colder, carrying the faint scent of ink and parchment. Halfway up, you encounter a landing with a curious feature, a series of illusionary doors. Each door shimmers into existence as you approach, offering tempting glimpses of what might lie beyond, only to dissolve in the mist if you reach for the handle. Only one door is real, and identifying it would require keen observation and deductive skills. Near the top, the stairway passes through a zone of magical silence. Here, even the whispers fade away, and you're left with an acute awareness of your own heartbeat and breathing. This zone serves as a stark reminder of the power of silence and stealth. Finally, as you reach the fourth floor landing, you find yourself facing not a door, but a blank wall. So that is what you see.
Just a blank wall, huh?
Indeed.
Dang. Well, those doors sound like something I don't want to mess with right now, but they also do at the same time. But I won't. I just I just want to look like, is there like an area like a wall or something that has like a balcony on it or something?
On the stairway up, or like kind of back down, or just in general?
Like just on the floor. Like I'm on the which floor did you say I'm on the 4th floor?
You're on the 4th floor, but like there's a big wall in front of you, so you can't. You're technically not on the 4th floor. You're
Oh,
kind of on the
so
landing of the
I'm on the
stairway.
way up to the 4th floor and I
Yes.
can't enter because it's blocked. Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Okay, well then I'll just go down back to the 3rd floor and I want to see if there's like an area that has like a balcony on it.
Oh yeah, you could definitely find a balcony, no problem.
Yeah, all right. So I just want to go over to the balcony area and just kind of like I said, just overlook the whole like the whole Emerald Citadel.
Yeah.
That was called. Just overlook like the whole area around and just kind of just stay there and just kind of look around at the whole area.
Yeah, you're up pretty high. But it's kind of hard to gauge, like, what's the best way to describe this? The Royal Academy is magical in nature. So, like, even if you
Yeah.
feel like you're on the second floor, if you're standing on a balcony on the second floor, you might be overlooking, like, it might seem like you're halfway up just because the academy is always shifting, always changing. But I would say you're pretty high up on it. Like, you can see a good bit around.
That's cool. Yeah, as long as I can see like a good, you know, uh range of area like surrounding the citadel,
Yeah, yeah.
And I just kind
Yep.
of want to just look out and just, stand there kind of just looking around at everything.
Yeah. Kaylin, a thought enters your head that the academy would be a devil to, if somebody ever attacked it, like for some reason, whatever. It would be quite the devil to try to take down, with how it's situated and how far they could see you coming. Like you turn your gaze toward your homeland, and like you can see quite a ways in that direction, and maybe you feel the pangs of a little bit of maybe homesickness kind of hits you a little bit, if that's something that
Yeah,
that would
for sure,
affect
yeah.
you, uh as you kind of stand here overlooking this area.
Yeah, he's just like, thinking to himself like, man, this is cool, but I also just miss like being out at sea and doing piratey stuff, kind of basically.
Yeah. All right. Is there anything anybody else would like to do?
I don't believe so.
No, I'm just exploring the campus and shit,
Yeah.
seeing energy. That's all.
Yeah, you kind of find a few different areas on the campus. You find where your dorms will be, and they're kind of divided up into male and female, and in between, whoever you want to be at.
Shit.
All that. And uh yeah, uh eventually, night falls, and you all gather back down toward the gardens for the final closing ceremonies of the day. um all of your families, if they had any with you, your retainers, if you had any with you, everybody has kind of gathered in the garden area for tonight's closing ceremony, which I believe I have a name for. Maybe I can't remember if I named this or not. Let me look at my notes. Yes, I do. For the Twilight Luminary Ritual. Boom.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, ritual.
Yeah, so you guys are all gathered in, right? And all the students are here in the gardens, which we can go back to the gardens here. And I think the gardens music is playing, maybe. Yeah, there it is. I had to turn my playlist back up. And there are students here kind of milling about. And the sun is kind of starting to go down, and everybody is kind of gathering around, and all the teachers are there, the faculty. You see Tola Zidania, the headmistress. You see the groundskeeper, Barhold, the head warrior, Mother Theodosia. the chaplain, the dean of history, Professor Anders, Eliana Shadowbriar, Theodon, you know, the whole teacher group is there. And the sun finally goes down, and it's the students kind of grow silent, and the moon kind of rises up, and as it happens, the headmistress Tola stands up in front of everybody, and she's kind of like up on a raised dais, and she says, "Honored students and guests, today has been a wondrous day, and I welcome you once again to the Emerald Citadel, the academy here. It is tradition that we always do the scavenger hunt for our fellow students as a way to honor some of our best and brightest to come, and to help you kind of get to know the grounds a little bit and to explore. If you fell short, do not lose heart. Not everybody is able to find the particular items that were requested or needed here. And it is ultimately no indication of your potential. If you weren't able to achieve great things, you wouldn't be here. But for now, we want to honor those that did complete the Emerald Scavenger Hunt and welcome you all up onto the dais. And she kind of indicates to you guys to come up and stand in front of her.
As soon as she does that, I just proceed to walk forward.
Okay.
Same.
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 Okay.
I
Alright.
just stand there and look up.
Absolutely. Yeah, Kago, continue.
I'll join y'all.
All right.
This
All right.
fool's gonna sit.
Such a
If you don't want to be honored, you don't want to be honored. That's just the way it goes. She starts talking as you all take your place. She says, "This is our traditional welcoming ceremony. And each participant has the magical luminary, the moonstone luminary. And she looks at you and says, please channel just a little bit of magic or your willpower into the luminary, if you would be so kind."
She talking to us?
Yep. So if you're a caster, you don't need to make a roll. But anybody that's not a caster, I need you to make a wisdom roll for me.
Wisdom.
As you kind of channel you're holding up your luminary charms and you're kind of channeling your willpower into it.
Ability check or saving throw?
Ability check.
Oh yeah. 13.
All right. 14.
14. That's my boy.
always one step ahead.
A little wiser.
Well, the rest of you have magic ability, don't you?
What?
Yep.
We're the only two scrappers out
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, so you all, everybody's luminary charm begins to light up, starting with Kagu as you get your willpower into it. Kreslin, as your willpower, or not willpower, your magic kind of permeates throughout the moonstone charm. Ezzy, your moonstone begins to glow as you put your willpower into it, and Okasas and Marcel, it's both of yours as you channel your magical energy into it. Kaylin, your stone for some reason isn't really glowing too brightly. Go ahead and give me a Kaylin, I need you to roll a d20 for me.
All right.
Wait, I didn't see anybody else's rolls.
If you're using magic, you don't need to.
Oh, okay.
An 18. Kaylin, you begin to channel a little bit more of your magic and willpower into the charm, and it kind of flickers for a few minutes, and then suddenly there's a ominous hum that starts to fill the air, and the object begins to vibrate, and it emanates a faint pulsing glow that seems to intensify, and time seems to slow down as you guys' eyes widen in a realization, and there is a large blinding flash that erupts, bathing the room in an otherworldly light. The air crackles with arcane energy, and you all feel a wave of heat rush over you, and there is an explosion that happens. You see Kalen's form briefly illuminated, frozen in a moment of shock and disbelief, before echoing with a thunderous crack as the item releases a surge of raw magical power. A beam of swirling multicolored energy engulfs Kalen, lifting him off the ground. And you hear a final agonized scream as the magical current courses through his body. The burst throws you all backwards, and you shield your eyes from the intensity. When the light fades and the acrid smoke clears, you look up to see Kalen crumpled on the ground, the now shattered item scattered around him. In the sudden, eerie silence that follows you, as you rush to your companion's side, Kalen lies motionless, his body bearing the marks of the magical onslaught. There are angry red burn trace arcane patterns across his skin, and a wisp of smoke rises from his singed clothing. His eyes stare blankly, devoid in life, and no breath stirs in his chest. This adventure has barely begun, and already it has exacted a terrible price. As Kalen's sister runs up and cradles his body, she lets out a blood-curdling scream. As Kalen lies dead. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
What the hell
What?
just happened?
Fuck? What do you
Well-
mean?
I think mine's broken.
Dumb as hell. It's like, thank God I ain't get that.
I think mine's
Alright.
broken
So I'm glad mine is. Shit.
because it didn't explode on you.
Oh.
Uh,
Daniel, thank you for joining us for the prologue. I appreciate you so much, brother, and I
yeah.
love you with all my heart.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
That was fun, dude.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for playing. Let's do a little. We've completed the prologue. This is what was planned for the very first session. I have not made a single addition from the first session. All this has been planned from the very beginning. So guys, let's recap the last couple episodes here. Like, we didn't really get the chance to talk after the last one because we were trying really hard to get to the Acolyte, which, by the way, if you're watching this recording, nobody in the party really knew what was going to happen right there, except for possibly Kalen. Yeah, so let's recap, guys. What do you think of the last 3 sessions of the Scions game? Go ahead and give me some thoughts. I want to hear your feedback.
Certainly wasn't expecting this. That's for sure. I don't. Hold on. I need to gather my thoughts.
Sure. I wasn't expecting to lose a party member.
Immediately.
The tower is quite interesting. I love the magical aspects of everything. I wasn't expecting the dummies to, like, I thought we were just going to go to the dummy place and it was going to be like, all right, well, Kagu punched a dummy. There you go. There was your fight. But then they all turned on us like, oh, cool. There's even magic in these guys. So
Yeah.
That was cool too. Um,
Man, I like how you there's descriptions about like so far we haven't reached like say we want to do something and then you're like I didn't prepare for that or like I didn't have anything kind of like no like was it like a gray
No
area
lull
there's no
in
gray
the story.
yeah
Yeah.
so far there's been you've had an answer for all of our actions so
Well,
Yeah.
I'll definitely take that as a compliment.
so yeah because as far as I'm aware all the actions we've taken you've had like I mean an answer for
I mean, even when I was
so,
trying to get up to the tower, I figured, oh, I'll just be able to walk up there. And he's like, here's
yeah
the description of floors 3 and 4. And
yeah
there's
I-
a magical doorway. I was like, oh shit!
I honestly
This is
could
all
not
cool,
believe
but
you
I'm like,
wanted to.
oh man,
I honestly couldn't believe you wanted to go to the floor. And what's funny is you can ask Cody this because I sent him like some of the stuff I had built out, and he's like, I want to know what's beyond that floor, floor 4, because it's like, what do you do on that
with the
floor?
wall,
wall
right?
off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you wanted to go up there, I was like, "Oh, this is awesome! This is a good chance to get to talk about floor 4."
but none of us know.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, you're the only one that knows that, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
He's the only one. Yeah.
Died with the knowledge.
Took that secret with me.
Oh,
Oh no.
Well, I guess it's not a secret, but
yeah.
I'll never go up there. I'll never find out.
We have no reason to go up there, so it's like, well, shit.
Yeah.
Well, in 6
Well, you
months.
might
Yo, that's
as well,
crazy.
man.
I didn't even think of that because he literally took it to his grave. All that info he got up there.
the room with the fucking bending abilities and all the doorways. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured we needed to have some combat in here too, just in case you guys wound up in the training yard. Which training the combat's the only thing that's giving us issues because for some reason I couldn't. The spells did not want to work. I don't know what the deal is with that. I'm gonna have to work on that. But yeah, yeah, that's we've. I've had a good time with it so far, and I hope you all are as well.
Yeah.
And hopefully that gets us off to a hot start with where are we gonna go next, because we just left one hell of a cliffhanger for a few weeks because we're all gonna be on
Yeah.
either on vacations or away for a little while, so we won't have a game for a little bit, and then we're gonna have to come back and not figure out, but you like determine like, oh god, yeah, Kaylin's gone. What the fuck? Like, and that just makes me like it almost worked out that we had to delay last week because
Yeah,
it leaves
you
us
have plenty of time to think on that one.
on this giant cliffhanger now.
So we're pulling a fucking Netflix here.
Yeah, we are. We're doing the
Yeah,
thing we hate.
Yeah, wait till next season.
Yeah.
Prologue
2 years later.
complete. No, not 2 years later. We're gonna play it. We're gonna play it. All right. If that's all we got to say, is any other thoughts on the game that you guys want to get in the recording for anybody that's watching?
Wait,
no,
like in terms of game logic, it kind of felt like a tutorial. Like
Mhm.
we got like introduced and we had a combat, so like everybody got around to use their skills and like explore things they kind of want to get an idea on how this place works or what's there. And I expect now it kind of be more open, more. We need to figure out what just happened, so
Yeah.
a little bit
I didn't even
more,
think about it that way. Makes a
yeah,
lot of
open
sense,
world dish now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Yes.
can
To
put it a good
prologue.
way. It's like the prelude, prologue, you know. To
actually. Yeah.
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
prologue. But yeah, it
Especially
makes sense. That
since
makes a lot of
this
sense.
is all new too. Like I don't know this, site that well. So like
Yeah,
kind of getting to know how to operate and work things and stuff too. So it is like a tutorial.
That's you put it in a good way there.
I can't wait to see what you have in store for us, Josh.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
have plans. I have plans, but those plans also depend on you guys as well because it's not just my story. It's not even really my story. It's y'all's story, and I'm mostly here to help drive you around a little bit. When you say go left, Josh goes left, and when you gotta go right, Josh goes right. And when you say Josh, get out of the car and let's beat the shit out of these guys, that's what we're gonna do. So
That's what one wanted to do.
yeah.
Hey Josh, I want to
Oh.
swing at my teammate.
Yeah, go for it. I'm not gonna say no. Before we end the recording, I think everybody's kind of figured out their classes that we all are. But everybody, go ahead and name off your classes, just so we have it officially on the recording. I'll go around. Kagu, what class are you?
I am a monk, a shadow monk, I believe. If that's a thing.
I think that's the one.
Yeah.
Kaylin, you're dead now, but if you want to go ahead and name what you were, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I don't have any class anymore, but I was a warlock.
All right.
Yeah, I thought it'd be cool to do that. You know, I'd never done a warlock up until this point.
Yeah. Kreslin, what class are you?
I am a wizard.
Okasas, what are you?
Also a wizard, and the
My
subclass
enemy.
is still
Enemy.
unknown.
Marcel Redwing, what class are you?
I am. I don't actually know if this was obvious, considering what I was doing and shit. I am a paladin. That shit.
Nice.
And Ezzy Trot, what class are you? I'm thinking it's pretty obvious, but go ahead.
I'm a barbarian.
He's a barbarian.
Barbarian.
A barbarian, and he keeps going into Eltra. And for those of you that
know.
don't, for those of you at home that don't know who Eltra is, we used to run a game. Daniel was in it,
I was.
called Frozen Decimation, and Aaron guest starred in an episode playing a turtle named Eltra, which is turtle fucking backwards, by the way, and became a much beloved character by the party. Really, for the few you were with us for a couple sessions, weren't you?
Yeah, it was a little while.
I think he was beloved a little bit too much though, because Baba's character tried eating him. You know.
Yeah, that is.
Eltret soup.
Elchut soup.
Eltra soup, and he left on a cliffhanger as well.
I did.
So, cliffhangers are my speciality. Some would say.
There was literally a cliff there.
Yeah, quite indeed. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end the recording. Thank you guys for playing, and we'll see you guys whenever we're back all together to play. So go ahead and end that
Thanks for
recording.
having me for these
Thanks for being.
the last 3 sessions, man. It was fun.
Hell yeah! And then the recording.
Thank you, Daniel.